go. And stream. We just freaking...
I mean, I've made Jello lazy ways
Fear-based
before.
Oppressor Association challenged Mike Sternoff.
Whoop, sorry, that started playing. I'm just waiting for it to show up so I can grab the link and tweet about it.
Now, if you're in the audience...
So it's not going to cooperate. That's... Oh, there it is. For whatever reason, it's 2 back in the uploads. Fantastic. Copy link. Let's give this some tags. Buttons. Toon Kritic. Free.
Grab a beverage. I will be back in one split second.
Indeed.
Love you.
Oh, I love you too, but that's not really what we're going for today.
I
We're
I
not...
just wanted to tell you I love you.
I know. We're not doing the gay hangout smoochy woochy nonsense that's gonna go literally anywhere else.
I know. You said we're not streaming yet, so it's fine.
No, we are streaming.
Oh! Wow. Never mind, I'm out. I'm fucking done.
Okay, I was like, all right,
I didn't think we were streaming. I'm sorry.
I thought it was really touching, but I'm like sitting there thinking to myself, I'm trying to channel my inner hatred and venom, and like, you know, charge myself up to be kind of a vindictive ass, and I'm like, oh, rude. No, I can't do both.
No,
and,
Brony left it. I was like, yes, I can tell Anthony I love him.
Well, no, I'm not. Yeah,
now everyone else knows.
Yeah, and again, you know, if and when we would have gone to BabsCon, I was looking forward to going, I love you in front of everyone. And you know what? It's possible that I could be an ultra loving, ultra sweet, and horrible person at the same time. But perhaps it's not the kind of personality that we should try to cultivate. Perhaps. Just maybe. Just a thought.
No, don't lie like that. I need more of it. I need my uwu self.
Let's try and gain some consistency in the stream here. Uwu soft bug. No, okay.
Great. So
Sure.
today we're talking about buttons and
Yes. Alright, so let me just get back over here. Live dashboard.
Everything's fine. It's alright.
Alright.
People and weird codependent people.
Good afternoon. Wow, Leo fucking beat everyone to this stream. I can tell.
Nice.
I think we have a
Yeah.
topic that he particularly likes for some odd reason.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Where is the first one? Or did I just... Yeah, I think this is it.
Oh, you got a super chat from Ben.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Ben. But... Friggin', there it is. Ben, should I grab a barf bag for what I'm about to hear in stream? I don't think so.
No.
Maybe morally.
I don't know. Yeah, it depends.
Yeah? Okay, so generally speaking, let's take a look at this what got the ball started. So, this is Toon's new Twitter... Now, this is from before. I just want to put this here for context. Twitch account, if you follow the link, you'll hear his voice playing the videos. He wants to be found. So, I remember, and I felt really good because I remember turning to Rouge and going, I'm pretty sure... For all Buttons' flaws and retardation and stupidity and moronicy, they will not attach themselves to Toon, no matter how desperate they get. And I felt really good about myself. But, never...
confident enough in your,
yes.
in your take on it.
Yes,
Anyway.
I might have
I mean,
to...
they're already hanging around an orbiter. I don't know what you expected.
Well, okay, you know what? There's a difference between hanging out with an orbiter that tried to go out with a 17-year-old and, like, say, Flufflepuff, who tried doing that with a 15-year-old. So, anyways, where's the fucking first one? Shit. I had it. It's in the damn thumbnail. Freaking hell. Could someone grab that for me real quick?
What?
The thing that we're streaming about specifically today that was put in the Skype chat.
Oh, yeah, I can post that for you.
Yes, just put that in the Discord, please.
Copy link.
Okay, here we go. So for people who need to be told up, HybriHoney is Massacre Molly. That's the person who has now attached themselves wholeheartedly to Toon Kritic. Weathering this shitstorm has shown me who really has been there for me and who stabbed me in the knife. Stabbed me with a knife. It would have been funny if they'd have been the Russian. Yes, we stab you with knife. No, anyways, I trusted them with whatever the hell that freaking fruity shit is. Molly, I'm here for you. I'm here for you too, Cappy. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck? You got to look good. Let's forget the fact that you tried to take credit for fucking exposing Toon first. Okay, you know what? That'll be some petty bullshit. I give credit to the person who put it in my fucking, comment section. And then I got to it like a day later. One, because I didn't notice it till like late night. And two, when I did start to show it to like friends of mine, there seemed to be a sense of urgency, as opposed to, I don't know, I had the wrong people, cough cough, from a circular thing that told me, oh, it's not really important anymore. A circular object, something that goes into a shipping container that contains fluid, it has tops and stuff that tried to act like it wasn't a big deal. But anyways, moving right along past that.
Shipping container that contains fluid.
Yes, a cast, if you will. Yes, anyways. I guess we're going to go through some of the more recent things. I got this one, or I saw this handed to me from Aria Diamond Day.
Another super chat from Blake.
Okay, hello Blake. You know what, Blake, are you around? The Mong doesn't know when to quit. Would you like in, Blake? Since we're short-handed, fuck it. Just say yes. Or not.
Blake!
Don't run him off!
No,
Fuck! We didn't even get him in the damn call. Yeah.
We can't do this without you.
Yes, we need as many people as possible. I think it'll be a fun time. Damned, I've got 10 to 12. No, it's fine. Alright, you know what? It's cool. I appreciate you coming out nonetheless. Fuck. So let's see. I think this is the fucking next one. Who's in PMs listened to you cry frightened of Y2K coming back? Who's comforted you for hours when she now shattered your heart and possibly looking to hurt yourself? Who agreed not to get involved since you wanted to be friends with your ex and agreed that you were close friends? Aria Diamond, me. You feel backstabbed. You feel betrayed. You feel hurt. You're more blind at what's in front of you than. If this is truly who you are, then I feel even more backstabbed as you lied to me and everyone else of who you really are. Damn, this is actually really stand up.
I'm like, wow, like Ari bringing it to the paint, tip to the lip on this.
This is very adult. This is...
Yeah.
I haven't... God, it hurts to put over Arya. This is the most mature thing about the Toon Critic stuff since, like, when Robin made his statement, when he could have easily just said, I'm a kid, and then over my head, and then, like, gave, like, this super boss, fucking super Chad remark. And fucking... here's the first one. Here's from the original thing with the Withering of the Shitstorm. This is towards me. I got this to say. Angry because I leaked you then. I openly and honestly admitted to me. Upset that I gave the people you said would twist info and said never gave him a chance to talk. Speak for your fucking damn self. Yeah, I think that's fair. And on top of that, I've given Aria Diamond multiple opportunities to pull their head out of their ass on this one. And the last time that she got caught with Toon, like later on, she's like, I just want to let you know that's totally not happening. So anyways, here's the third post. You made your choice, and I cannot be angry at that. Sure you can. You can absolutely be angry at that. You're a grown woman, and you can make your own decisions, but face the consequences instead of shifting the blame for your actions. Continued. I'm disappointed in you. I'm foolish for trusting you. I'm hurt by backstabbing and twisting lies that you caused. It makes me think, did I ever know you? God, I'd like to be able to argue that one. It makes me... I will never forgive you, Molly, as I will never forgive Toon Critic. You lied, manipulated, and backstabbed those who deeply cared about you.
Well, I would actually say there is an argument there. I mean, it's pretty obvious to me anyway, and I could just be pulling this out of my ass that Molly's got some fucking codependent fucking issues going on, and it's kind of like telling a drug addict you're disappointed that they relapsed. Like, you kind of had to know they were going to do it. You know what I mean?
Well, they said originally that they went in to do this to, quote unquote, keep an eye on him.
No, they're just
Fallen Wish.
They're just hanging out.
Okay, right? Here, I'll put this out to you, Molly. If you ever want to call me out for fucking goddamn doing you dirty and rotten, for what the fuck, basically taking Toon's side initially before I knew he was a goddamn predator. You are free to do that, and I'll never argue it. But what you are doing right now is grossly fucking irresponsible. It's moronic. There is no deal on the table. You are right to block me. We have nothing to discuss, really. So when you say that basically, I asked Leo and he said you could go pound sand. So on behalf of both of us, when you said, I don't want to talk to either of them, that's fine. We don't really want to talk to you. However, that said, if anybody else is out there, and that's what we're going to put forth here, we're going to try and ask some people, you seem to have wanted to ignore Molly, to come here and hear your side. So that,
Hateful and Patch have both extended offers that have been ignored.
Yeah, and they're...
I mean, if you wanted someone who could actually kind of, Patch seems like a level one to go with, know what
another super chat.
Oh, okay, I'll get there in a second. There's one more person. Oh, you know what? I'm juggling. Nor Ben Naza. I think that Molly was possibly in Zach's streams. Yes, I've heard that multiple times.
Yeah, they are a part of the same streaming group, the PPP group.
I haven't confirmed because I didn't feel like listening to that much of the stream, but when I first handed the stream off to Kichi, you could hear Toon almost immediately. It's him. There's no mistaking it. Molly had plenty of other people to be codependent with. There is no excuse for this. Yeah.
Oh, that's not. Yeah, good enough. I mean, that's not exactly how that works, but yeah, I mean,
I'll never
I get
say.
What you're saying.
I'll never say this again. Go be codependent with my batshit crazy ex. It'd be a step up. Yeah. Go be codependent with fucking buttons. That would be a massive step the fuck up.
Goes.
Yeah.
You might actually do some good. Believe it or not, you might actually accomplish something. Do that.
I mean, probably not, but whatever.
You
still
might. No,
yeah,
there's a maybe.
Maybe
there.
Yes.
There's the Toon thing is.
Okay. Here we
go.
You
want?
Know what? I shared these. Leo shared one of them on Twitter. May as well post them there. Post your comments, but here they are. I feel like I covered these before, but let's do this again.
Yeah, we did do a stream on them.
Okay.
Any need to recap? Or,
yeah, why not? All right, so this is here's Molly at the part. Hey, Arya, I need to talk to you about something. I want you to hear this from me and the whole honest truth whether that this twisted truth that FNGR is going to spill out Monday. So yes, I'm assuming that was last Monday. I hope you and a few others will listen to my side of the story and not listen to the BS that FNGR is going to spill. I bent over backwards again, Molly, to be fucking cool with you. You are free to respond.
Yeah, do they feel like they could straighten this out in a more, less roundabout way?
Yeah, no shit. If you have time, I want to talk to you, Twist, and one of the other mods first before this whole server knows. Is Twist the Fate on board with this shit? He's free to come forward and respond either in the comments or hey Twist, don't think I forgot about you by a long shot, son.
Dragged into some shit, so you might want to respond.
Yes, not exactly your biggest fan. Anyways, I want my... I think it's good to remind everybody that Twist of Fate was the same dumbass who sided with fucking Toon Critic over his girlfriend Pastel Pros. I'm cool to remind people of that to the heat death of the universe. I'm prepared to come back from the dead and remind people of that. You fucking degenerate.
Carved in stone.
Yeah, no shit. Anyways... I want my intentions to be clear and very intentional and honest. It is Y2K Toon Critic, really, Molly. I'm glad that you cleared that up. Arya Diamond, ... Molly. I'm just gonna say Molly. Hear me out of this, please. Arya Diamond. Molly, you told me the things he did to ya. You cried to me. Why would you contact him again? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I gave Arya Diamond for shit at Windy City Con, freaking the other person who was trying to kick at the old boys in the hotel. Yeah. You were throwing some stray kicks there too, Molly, and I let it go because I felt bad for you. And I was like, you know what, I'm in no position. But anyways, here's Fallen Wish. For anybody who wants to be reminded of Fallen Wish, is till this day, this is that dumb bitch from the Massacre thing where like he ran her I never ran her GoFundMe, but yeah, this is the same dumb bitch who fucking goddamn got 2 GoFundMes and then fitted it away with every fucking fiber of her fucking being.
Yeah, I've never I've never been gone and funded for anything. I can't imagine. You know. I mean, I can't imagine not wasting the money, but I can't imagine asking for the money either.
Hear her out, Arya. There's more of it than what you'd think, and I'd be careful with that. You never know how long things are going to be fucked up outside, Brony. The situation is a bit more
right.
Yeah, there's are legit reasons these days to start asking. A little less so in Fallen's case.
I'm not trying. I'm just
yeah. Anyways, Arya, Sai, I'll hear you out. That's fine, but Molly, I want to know is why. Okay, and here's Molly. I got in contact with him because I wanted to keep an eye on him. I wanted to make sure that he wasn't getting into contact with kids or anyone else that he would prey on. It's weird. I remember Doc giving that same thing about King, who's a predator. I was under the radar, and you know what? There are people who specifically keep eyes on motherfuckers, but they're also the ones who tend to make videos that cover predators. And then there's just the assholes who want to hang out. I was under the radar with him for years as a precaution, so if the first chance he fucked up, I would leave him. Bitch!
No.
You were around him for 4 years in your own goddamn words. Should I pull that up? Here, 1 sec.
Yeah, that's something else is after all this, they deleted their victim story about their experiences with Toon Kritic.
Let's see.
But I had it downloaded.
So that's been retracted by them, or they just
Yeah,
feel like
they
it's old
removed
news, and they
Yeah.
man, so much I'd love to have them clear up with, like why wonder why they did that.
Finally, after 4 years of a toxic relationship, it's a wonder I don't trust that word. In light of recent events from the last 72 hours, I finally reveal the truth of my experiences with Toon Kritic. Or basically until the next time that she needs us to change her fucking story. Holy shit. Fuck. Molly. I'm sorry, I'm getting really angry here. So let's get back to fucking the fourth one.
You know why people always go for changing their story?
Why?
It works.
Jesus. I wasn't sure. Okay, here we are.
Fucking ass.
I only heard of one side, that being from FNGR. Bitch! Bitch! Are you serious? You didn't even link my video! Only my side! Let's go back one more time. Only my side. Okay, links to Vita's video, him admitting it, censored logs, Toons excuses, Kiwi Farms, horse news. I don't believe Google document. I don't see FNGR's video anywhere. Only my side. Mwah. Fucking asshole.
Yeah, those dank meme buttons I had made, or I had designed and Corp had made. There were tons of references to the Toon stuff that had nothing on any side of the story.
Yeah, no shit. There are people who give me credit for cracking that story. It's not true. It burns me alive. But Vita's the one who did. People I've told people to their face at BronyCon 2019 specifically, even though Vita was running around calling me a pedophile, I gave him full credit that he fucking cracked that story.
I was always under the impression it was him, then you, then Horse News, and then the HCC boys came up with all the memes, and that was pretty much a done deal as far as
there
order of coverage.
Oh,
there were other things. There was that donut thing that happened.
The burning donut thing. Okay, so if you really wanted to segue to that, all Donut said was he enjoyed drawing pictures of underage kids. Supposedly it was a joke, but that's. I don't feel that Donut came next. I think you're skipping a bunch of real predators.
I was saying the coverage of the Toon stuff. Because I remember he had video out.
Oh, yeah, no. Toon ended up blaming the kid. Or not Toon, fucking Donut ended up blaming the kid.
Yeah, like some victim blaming.
Yeah, he's like, so the kid's sitting around, who's the worst person I could tell? Got it, Vita. And I remember going, Donut, what are you doing? What the fuck is wrong with you? I don't want to defend this motherfucker, but that's just fucking wrong.
I don't know. I just think there were so many hot takes on the Toon shit when it came out to think that someone had only heard Anthony's side. I don't know. I'm not buying it.
Yeah, no, that's some magical malarkey, and I'm willing to bet. I'm assuming Cavatini beat me out, as she was one of the people that had a more genuine first-hand story. How about that? What? I think I saw you in her comments section, Molly. Have you asked if she thought it was okay? Fucking asshole. Anyways, I took the risk and decided to hear him out and get his side. Oh, you decided. Maybe you were thinking below the belt there. He told it to me, and I mentioned that I wasn't sure if I believed him. I needed time to think about it. I think he needed him. After that, I made my intention to keep watch and make sure he wouldn't go back to his previous actions. Molly, here's what I'm going to tell you straight up. If you ever do find out he's a predator, I'm going to lie to your face and saying, yes, please give us that information and all will be forgiven. I'm going to take it and kick you the fucking curve so fast. I'm going to treat you like complete garbage.
You are going to be what's known in the intelligence
expendable asset.
As a depleted asset. Yes.
Yes, you're never coming back to the fold, and as far as if I could do anything in my power. It took a long time, but I actually saw a change in him. He actually genuine about how bad he hurt everyone involved in his situation. He didn't even remember when I brought up fucking goddamn Brie Lizzie T. He couldn't even fucking remember, and then I fucking started jogging his mind. You could go fucking look up the streamer we talked to him.
That was that's
everyone he hurt. He couldn't even remember the people he ripped off for money.
He has not shown any. He hasn't given a shit about it.
I'm just imagining
someone who
I'm imagining Toon on camera, like maybe his shirt open, like talking to him, like, "Come on, baby, I'm sorry, I've changed. Really? Oh yeah, girl,
hey,
I totally changed.
Hey, baby, I'm back in town, and I'm gonna be different now. Yeah. Like I remember that stream with Toon, and that was like. Man, that was after the whole, like, maybe voice changer, maybe not. That was after a whole bunch of nonsense with him.
Yes.
Like, categorical nonsense. Then followed by this stream where he just seemed kind of, just sort of aloof and just, like, unfazed by things. And
Anthony, Ben would like to join.
Sure, put him in. You got him?
All right.
You would expect that someone who felt bad about things would be able to express, better who they done wrong and why it was wrong, and not just have forgotten about it. I don't know.
They gave him
what the hell's Molly seeing that everyone else?
I don't get it at all. They gave him a chance to explain his side of things and how they won't be able to hear him out. He's been active the past few years from his tweets. He hasn't gone to his old behavior. He hasn't been doing anything to harm children or kids. Is there a difference? Anyways, he has done a 180.
Like, are we talking about actual, like, goats at that point?
I don't know where you're getting at.
Let's not get goats called a kid.
Oh, okay. Let's get away.
Children. And
all right, Brony. This isn't the first time FNGR has done this. Thank you. Yes, I have hounded people. Is Toon the first person that I've come at as a predator? Yes, Molly. He is patient zero. Whenever I've had to talk about a predator, the very first start of that, where this shit started getting taken seriously, was this guy. So, if you have maybe a different example, I'm not saying it's impossible, but I disagree strongly, and I think the facts disagree. He's also gone after Rose Robotnik. It's funny that you should say that, because Buttons was in the call, softballing the shit out of Rose, being completely sympathetic, and Rose just hung up on us. We didn't go after Rose until she was... Yeah, Rose, to her credit, basically came in the call, started having a breakdown, and all I tried to do was talk her out of fucking hanging out with Toon. Did I give her a little bit of a fucking hard time? Or maybe, a moderate, above average hard time for being around Toon? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Kayla, with the Rouge situation about them, I'm not sure about the Kayla they're specifically talking about. I think Rouge might know a little bit more about that. We'll come back to that maybe later if we have to. I'm still typing, by the way. Okay. He went after them because of their association with him and they got flack for it. You are correct, Molly. I want that to be known. If you hang out,
that's standard shit. Yeah,
Yes.
that's what's gonna happen.
if
It's
you,
happening to you right now.
you can hang out with Toon if you hunt predators and you intend and make it. It's pretty obvious you're gonna fuck with him down the line. If you're just there to be his boy, not cool, not gonna happen. Nuh-uh. No. So yeah, if I found out Ruza was over there and Ruza's like, don't worry. He's gonna get his. I'll be like, all right, no, you take your time. Yeah. If you know, I'm not gonna give too many examples because I don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want to give away all your ops either.
Yeah.
But the point being, like, if
we had a spot
there who, and I can think of a couple people who'd be great. But anyway, notwithstanding.
Well, and you know what? I'll do with since Pastel Pros has moved on from.
Are you qualified? Massacre Molly.
Yeah, no shit. And we Pastel Pros fucking had a mole in there. That's how he wound up getting his bullshit OC that looked like Silver Quill and Dr. Wolf. Which I, till this day, don't remember him coming up with a thing where he's like, oh, just moving on. Then why did you try and sneak back in then? I'm still wondering why you tried having that love child that, again, looked like those two and tried to get your way back in the door. That's really weird. I don't know. There's already a flag of concern for someone pretending to be a doctor, but if it were an online predator, I'd be really, really fucking horrified and concerned. I'd probably stop everything I was doing. I'd like to know that, Molly. Have you asked him? Is there a reason why you, Toon, after being outed as a predator, wanted to pretend to be, take on the visage of someone who's kind of known as a doctor, or at least tries to play one on YouTube? Yeah. Take your time. Come respond. You could do it on your own channel. We'll find it. They didn't want this brought on them. Yeah, and you know what, Molly? You probably should make a video. You absolutely should make a video explaining yourself. Brought this on them because no one wants to hear about this situation anymore. That's weird. That's the exact opposite.
Oh, wait, no. I think 52 people at least right now would love to hear the latest shit on what's going on with this whole Toon.
I'll be honest. I thought the same thing too. I was like, oh, no one will really care. I started mentioning offhand. They're like, no. Tell us about it. Chuggle, when he came into my room, according to Kichi, that he showed up, was paying me $10 to keep in. Now, I'm not exactly his fan. But there are
I remember the one time I saw you interact with Chuggle. I don't recall you being the biggest fan of his.
No, I said fuck you, Chuggle, and walked off anyways. I'm very proud of that. They want to move on and go on with their lives. By the way, Chuggle, the last time I met Vita, BronyCon, I was a lot more civil to him than you, so yeah, I want that to sting. They just want to move on with their lives. Ultimately, they're all Y2K wants. He wants them to leave him alone. So do all the other online predators. So does Kira Wolf want to be left the fuck alone so he could sit there and farm his 25, 26 patrons.
What is him?
China just wants to be left alone for some odd reason and not being called, the source of certain things.
I mean, what...
Shitty people don't want to take a backlash, right?
Kim Jong-un liked being left alone.
Yeah. I'm not going to go... Anyways, ultimately, that's all Y2K wants. He wants them to leave him and Isaac alone, and mostly because they've been dealt with enough. Because everyone doesn't care about FNGR and his stuff anymore. It's weird because these videos and these streams pop. They go up when we talk about Toon. And I didn't do it immediately. I went out and did some other shit. I finally got around to doing that video on fucking Death and Dignity has its own fucking... And I know it didn't do nearly as the good numbers, but I've still felt good about it. They want this situation to stop fully and not be forgotten, but to stop... Why, if you didn't want it forgotten, why did you yank the video down, Molly? Stop the harassment. This has been my intention the whole time that I've been in contact with him. That's all he's been doing for the past couple years. He has no intention to go back to the Brony community or be around kids. I think that was the last one. Let me just make it absolutely sure.
What is the substance of his Twitch stream exactly?
I think I'm not going to sit there. I think they just talk about games as pro wrestling bullshit and whatever the hell else.
Okay.
Yes.
So.
I mean, we could infer that those topics are attractive to kids.
I'm gonna do more than infer that. Like any adult who's still like tuning into pro wrestling stuff. I mean, I think of pro wrestling as mostly kids, and like video games, like ask any kid what the good video games are and they'll be able to tell you more than anyone with a podcast. So I don't feel like I'm inferring too much when I go like, really, pro wrestling and video games aren't for kids? No, those are yeah.
All right,
I don't know.
Yeah, let me blank the screen because I want to pull something up. I have to go to fucking Patrick Hart's DMs because I want to read off here. I'll come back to that last line here in a hot minute. Okay, and back up again. So here's actually we could get to Fallen's remark here. Leo Convoy, I'll put my credibility against yours any day of the week. Fallen Wish, you're literally choosing to be chums with a child predator. So let's read off the chum with a child predator. Let's take a look at Toon's friend Fallen. I'm mostly here to support Tamale, but I'm been keeping an eye on those situations for a long time as well. You're not exactly a good source. Right after you did one good thing, when you helped expose freaking Andrea Dash for having a server where they basically gave kids access to adult material, you came back specifically trying to bury fucking what's that weirdo? The one that I probably shouldn't have called him a weirdo there. You still there, Rouge?
Yeah, you might have thrown me off.
Rouge, are you still there?
Yeah.
Who's the Ebek? You came back and tried. Yeah, you put in time. You drove me nuts. You drove Buttons nuts. Who then drove me nuts. Then I drove Quill nuts, trying to prove with all of your might that Ebek is a child predator. And then you had nothing. Now keep in mind here, despite getting that horribly wrong, and you never really making a video to apologize for it, I don't know if you made a tweet or any shit about it or tried to act like it didn't happen. You now feel that you're qualified to tell us that Toon Critic is completely reformed. Did he just say all the right things? Did he bow his head? Did he just not insult you? That's what I think it is.
Yeah, he didn't do anything to piss you off, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, that's not going to work, are you? I get what you mean with the situation, but it's FNGR and Leo. Molly wouldn't dream of pulling tricks, but those two.
Isn't that how this quote-unquote started, is them pulling a trick to keep an eye on Toon Critic?
Yeah, when did I specifically do something that was a trick with Toon? I'd like to know. I'm not saying like maybe in the whole time that I've knew him, but
I rattled his cage a couple times, but it was it wasn't directly through you. So
okay,
no,
yeah. You mean spying on him when he tried to sneak back in the fandom, which he did do, which you guys aren't addressing?
Yeah.
FNGR has expressed and made it clear that he doesn't want Zach to change or get better. You are correct! You are absolutely correct! Guilty! I want him somewhere else. I'm going to use a DBZ fucking analogy for people who know the original version. I want him to go to another dimension. I'm saying that for YouTube reasons, if you know what I mean. He even said he hopes he dies alone. Nothing will make this better if Anthony gets involved. Or Leo. Neither of them will believe anything even with proof. So I invite any other predator hunting channel up and down.
You have a super chat from Leo.
Okay. You see my back and forth with Fallen and A&Y server. I don't have it. If Leo, you want to pass that to somebody, it'd have been a while there. I definitely would take.
I can also add Leo to the call.
Yeah, if somebody could pass me that, I don't feel like digging through the drama server at this exact moment.
Arya says after class she'll get on.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll keep it going.
Yeah, we'll keep rolling.
All right, this day in
Pad
Aria.
this baby out. Yeah.
Hey,
Hello, Archer. Just hold up.
So,
He even said that he hopes he dies alone. Don't forget that alone part. Heavy on the alone. I want him to be alone.
Archer, mute with your fan.
Yes,
Oh, sorry,
I
hang
want
on.
him alone all the way up until like that's not. No, I'm usually happy
You know
with
what?
half, but I need the whole thing. I'm going to be greedy this time. Nothing will make this better if Anthony or Leo involved. Believe anything, even with proof. You haven't submitted any. I've heard
Well-
about the doctor. I've heard allegedly other people got involved. Patch has a great comeback to that, and I definitely will lay off. And that's why I think you guys need to talk to Patchwork Heart, because I do have an out here. I've seen and experienced this firsthand. Do you, Fallen? Do you?
oh, really?
I have
Oh.
softballed.
Oh,
the-
have you?
you know what, Fallen?
Anthony.
What?
Button sent you a new threat.
Good. Hey,
You want
Buttons,
it?
suck my dick. Anyways,
You want it?
yes, please.
It's a voice thing.
Oh, okay. Tell her to come on.
Yeah.
Tell her to bring her bitch ass on down.
Yeah, is she high right now?
Hey,
Yeah,
Buttons, come on down, or I'm gonna open up all your files and stream, and we're gonna go through them bit by bit.
Yeah.
We'll have a marathon. It'll be like a
night.
rainbow. Bring
Take a
your
night.
bitch ass on down.
It's gonna be a marathon. You're gonna be up all night.
Maybe Anthony just got really bored because of the virus. Who knows?
Yeah, dude. Like,
I'm
know.
picturing you clenching down on your teeth, rocking back and forth in your room, staring
yeah.
at your wall.
staring into the wall.
Yeah.
Wondering when Slender Man's gonna call you back. Yeah, dude.
Hey,
It's a rough li-
hey, Buttons, you better beg. Because you know what? Now that I'm going to choose to cover you again, you're going to be the new Toon Critic. You're going to bring this
Christ.
channel back to life. I'm going to
It's
get a
not-
new 1,000 average.
Yeah, someone's been running their mouth while you've been quiet. If anything,
Yeah.
you have a better case against them than they do.
Anyways.
I didn't ever pretend to be crazy when I was obviously just too high.
Okay. It's made it clear
You pretended to be crazy all the time.
he doesn't want Zach to change. You get better. Already got that part. I've seen and expressed this firsthand, blah, blah, blah. He expressed over Zach and his punishment. I may have a better idea, though. Unlikely. And perhaps there could be a live stream call to clear out the air, which never happened, and let others explain their side, but not with Anthony or Leo. I know for a fact that Molly and Zach wouldn't do that anyways. Nobody trusts Anthony or Leo so far as they could throw them.
So with no voice of accountability, what would the point? I mean, who we got? What Patchwork and who else could go point?
So here,
out?
wait. I'm getting to these Patchwork remarks. Honestly, if they want to, I'll talk to them both, Molly and Zachary. I'll give you completely a fair shot to prove that Zach has adequately received consequences for his crimes. Now here's the real good one. If you could prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that Zach has turned himself in for attempting sex trafficking with a 14-year-old, I'm not sure if that's the exact charge that should be, but is in a weekly CB therapy, is on antipsychotics and mood stabilizers and libido supplements, and has not been in contact with any minors, then I'll be happy to see it. So in other words, Patch is calling for Toon to be chemically castrated.
I like
Mwah!
it.
Yes, I believe that one of my responses to this was, if that happens, not only will I stop, I will throw Toon $20 if he gets chemically castrated. No more.
I posted Leo's
to
combo.
get-
Okay.
He needs to take his horny right now pills.
His pedo
Horny
begone.
level pills. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got your message loud and clear, honey. And I've heard that basically the law enforcement is very important, or is very interested in only handling the most essential of cases. And you ought to know me by now. I'm a gambler. What are you gonna do? Ban me from a convention that isn't going? What you got?
Yeah.
Do you-
There ain't no cons.
Yeah? Here we go. Sorry, phone glitched on me. Bubble Bean, that's fallen. But since you're here, I find it greatly amusing on how somehow I can't be trusted. Yet you're the one who came to us with the accusation of pedophilia a year ago with no evidence. That's absolutely true. Reads more to me like you just don't like getting blasted for being stupid.
Ha! 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 Ha!
Okay.
Well, who likes that?
Oh, fuck. Anyway.
Beautifully said, Leo.
Indeed.
Beautifully said.
Old fish guy doing a Looney Turtle. Oh yeah. So, anyways, I don't know all the ins and outs of this. There was a picture of Fallen Wish where she basically drew like the Looney Turtle getting an erection when Hiroshi kissed him on the nose. And Looney was 16 at the time. I don't know how old Fallen was. That's kind of more nitpicky.
That's still kind of
yeah.
It's a boner joke.
You know what? I'm gonna give Fallen the benefit of the doubt that things were a bit more laxed back then, but that did happen.
So someone made a boner joke in a picture. I don't like it, but I'm not looking at it as anything other than a boner joke. Like anime,
yeah.
PG-13 anime has boner jokes.
Wow, you're all really like some non-existent straw. So Fallen, you're denying it. I'm saying it happened. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. Have fun with that and think whatever you all want. I'm not justifying your delusions by trying to. Okay.
Oh, who's delusional now? The codependent person or the people with,
Buttons. I heard about your brother dying, the one that you claim molested you. So which is it? Do you feel bad about him dying, or do you feel about the fact that he's a predator?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good bookend. And is that true, or brother died? Really?
Yeah. I mean, I who could say?
Yeah, so it's all.
She told me to pray for that motherfucker. Jesus Christ.
Really?
Anyway,
That's,
I didn't know about. She didn't tell me. She said it came back up in a flashback or some shit like that.
Spoken says wrong, brother.
Oh,
different brother.
Well, I can't be sure he
Okay,
exists,
right.
but anyways.
Yes, well, that's all very good questions. Yes.
Think of a 14-year-old pretty drama dodging all you want. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's right. I saw you typing. I'm not dodging anything. I'm just being rational adult and not getting involved in random bullshit. I don't know. I give zero fucks what people think of me. Well, yes, that's true. It has no effect on my life. I don't know about all that. Nor does it affect the truth. Well, you don't know anything about the truth, which I know and nobody else needs to. Okay.
That's so weird.
Yeah. All right. Explain myself, because really it doesn't even matter. There's bigger fish to fry, and I have a bigger problems than petty pony drama. And yet here you were. I don't know, I went and called asking... Oh, wait, let's see. Things of a 14-year-old. Petty drama.
You click the link, and then you click the image to the link.
Okay. Oof. Go on, Fallen. Tell us about how the predators that you've exposed on a weekly basis while you currently hang out with one. You're going to run around your GFM scan to run around with him. Will it be a I don't know how to say this. Pedopology tour?
Pedopology tour?
Will you be handing out candy to kids?
It'll be a pedopology tour. I like that. That's
okay.
Good. That's
will you
good.
be handing out candy to kids from a windowless white van with his Sonic OC on it? Sonic being a children's character is such attracting children's flawless logic. I had something on the top of my head. And
you got to put a Pokemon on the side of it, obviously.
About predators exposed on a weekly basis. Again, I will give Fallen 1/4 the credit for the Andrea Dash thing. And that's about it. And we wouldn't have gotten that done without Shelly D, who actually
that was like a ton of that guy pedaling his own bicycle over there, and
well, someone had to go into that server, which again, I'd like to point out, Fallen, why I also did not want to go into that stream. You weren't going to go anywhere near it, and Buttons was willing to, so I wouldn't say that you're the spearhead of anything. No. That stream, yeah, I'm pretty sure that call's still up, so if anyone doesn't believe me. I never attacked. I said I don't trust them. I said that this isn't going to do anything but add fuel to the fire that died eons ago.
No.
I don't ever recall anything to do with art. No, yes, you totally drew some kind of weird erection thing with Looney.
It's a boner. It's a
Yes.
boner joke.
Yeah,
You made
I don't think
boner
it's the end of the world, but I'm not going to pretend it didn't exist. And the fact that you're lying and saying it didn't, nice try. I find it extremely laughable. You could have said it was irrelevant. I would have been like, okay.
Right, you could have easily said yourself in this, yeah, I made a boner joke. You ever watch an anime? They happen all the time. Fuck off. Like, you could make a stance on this that doesn't.
On the
involve
other hand,
lying
we did
about
tear
it.
the
Yeah.
fuck out of some retard who sent his boner bulge or his bulge pic.
I don't want to. That's a photograph. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, you. Anyways, yeah. At worst, you
I
win
mean,
it.
I don't want to see that at all. Like, I mean, what's with this bulge guy? I mean,
And I find it
who
extremely.
wants to see that?
Yeah, brony. Anyways, I find it extremely laughable that everybody you want to expose, someone you're trying to make up bees or digs up dirt to be an extension. It's true. Not that it would make any said person look worse to suit your needs or having people listen to you. I mean, you could have just done or blow someone's minor out of the blow something minor out of proportion. So which is it? Which is it, Onision? I mean, if you want to say it's minor, that's fine. I've cleaned my hands of drama years ago, then why the fuck are you back? And the only reason I'm involved in this is because I'm trying to be supportive to my best friend. Tell the bitch to leave him! Do something right for once in your fucking life. And again, yeah, I gave Buttons credit. If you hear this, I actually would have thought that probably you'd be screaming at Molly right now. And in the back of my mind, I let myself believe that I could be proud of you for just a second. And even you let that down, you dumb fuck. Anyways, whether I agree with her choices or not, if you're so delusional as to ever think if anything more than supporting her, then it's amusing. Meanwhile, I'm having adult problems. Well, there's a first for everything. Here we go.
Got big stuff going.
You know,
on.
bills,
Adult
health,
problems.
my job at school. I'll get following this. She did get a job before Toon Critic did. I remember that. And I don't know. The world pandemic we're in right now. Now, what the fuck were you doing here arguing about this dumb shit? Years ago, you were just back in last year, you inbred moron. Mwah! Blowing it out of proportion. You mean like with Grizzly the Medic or Toon? Did she do something dumb with Grizzly the Medic, or is he just giving examples there?
He's just saying like, we totally blew Grizzly the Medic out of proportion.
Yeah.
No, I think he's just giving
just make it
textbook examples of things that were reacted to passionately.
Or all of those, the activity preyed on children sexually. Totally blown out of proportion. You mean mentally de fuente groin? I don't get that. I have better things to do. Yet you are still here. You are still hanging around Toon. I've kept some really petty, shitty grudges on people. I probably kept a grudge against Ariel longer than I probably should have. Maybe. Probably.
Yeah,
probably.
You know what?
65% probably fucking held on that too long.
That's a pretty good number. For you,
and I'll be
Anthony.
honest with you. When I threw out Twist of Fate's name there, I've kept a grudge there that probably was none of my business. And I'll admit, it is possible I am wrong in his case.
Never tried to punch you in the balls, though.
I don't know if we were all drunk and Brony Inspector just like went over Bow to the King, slapped me in the nuts. Don't do that. I'm not gonna tell you to fucking I'd forgive you because then you're gonna do it.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to do that.
In my younger days, I might have been dumb enough. No,
yeah,
anyways,
no, I'm not. I'm not the type to just slap someone in the balls for fun. Yeah.
Okay. But we all remember being dumb kids. So let me be unapologetically mean right now. Thank you, Leo. And I mean every bit of this without apology. I hope you and the rest of Toon Crews catch this virus.
Oh, nice.
That's where I'm gonna stop on that. By the way, Buttons, when you head on down to file your complaint, do consider that if you drag your mom out there and she dies, that'll be on you. Mwah. That's from the heart. So, Bubblebean, have fun hanging around a literal pedophile while downplaying what it does. Okay. You're saying things about them, this is, I believe, Stalin, in a form of attacking them without pointing that out. Haha, she left. Okay. I think that's basically all of that. Holy shit. What a fucking ride this has been.
All the while.
All the while. So, what's this this fluffy person that White Knights for buttons? Should we get to that, or let's see if we can go back through the fucking folder? Let's see.
Fluffy is someone that originally started with shit to do with Patch, and then they saw us arguing with Acdeia, tried to contact me. I told them to fuck off because they wanted to know to get dirt on Patch. And so they went to Buttons, and now is BFFs with them, defending them every chance they get, including taking Button's word at face value and making accusations that Lio is a predator with Mint Heart.
Okay.
Oh, Lio wants in. Hold on.
Okay, you could chuck him in. Off the top of my head, I could think of no man less predatorial than Leo Convoy.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't believe anyone in this call believes that Leo Convoy has done anything to Mint Heart. Maybe yell at them when they screw up, perhaps, but that's perfectly reasonable.
Yes, I am mean. I yell at children.
Yeah.
How dare
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, he's probably mean to them when they're dumb, but that makes sense. That's on brand. Yeah, you'd have to do a lot of convincing.
I keep proper distance, and I keep proper back and forth relationships with children, in the sense of I'm an adult, they are a child, and that's the type of banter we're going to have. Now,
Even
as far as Fluffy goes,
well, here, let me do this. Let me do this real quick, Leo. Even if you weren't, you have a completely responsible wife who would basically keep you in check, right?
well, she has a gun.
Well, there you go. I feel great. There you go. There you go. Take it away, Leo.
All right, so real quick back and forth concerning Fluffy right now. Fluffy initially got involved with the Sly Fox drama. Tried apparently without using their brain to defend Sly Fox, allegedly not knowing that he actually is a predator, making some of the dumbest excuses I've ever heard in my life. But then wound up getting mixed up in Monstresses back and forth, and I got dragged into that. And after I got dragged into that and made her feel really upsetty spaghetti, she decided her best tactic would be to A-log me. Tried her best, and is still trying her best, to find dirt on me. Much to her chagrin, she can't find anything for the obvious reasons, including trusting Valana to give accurate information, trying to look up my family on the white pages, and recently trying to accuse me of child predation and abusing children because I said mean things that hurt their feelings. And right now, her newest target is Coyote. This woman has a habitual problem with defending the absolute worst of people, and when she's presented with the evidence these people are terrible, her response isn't to walk back her defense. It's to try again to attack you because
it's to go to another target. Okay.
So me, in typical fashion, thinking there's something arranged about this person, tried to find their parents' phone number because she still lives at home, and instead I found her own. So that was fun.
Quick question for Fluffy's case. Shit, I lost it. It was right there. Oh yeah. Was she involved in the zoophile police thing?
In the sense that she wanted to immediately defend Balana because she found out Balana had a back and forth with people she didn't like. Fluffy has a bad habit of my enemy is my friend without seeing who the enemy is.
They've defended Sly Fox.
They've taken some really stupid sides on shit. Yeah.
Yeah. The original title of the fucking stream was supposed to be Any Port in a Storm, but I thought Team Toon would grab.
Fluffy.
Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh.
We haven't even gotten to that part yet. We haven't even gotten to the title of the stream yet, have we?
I thought we started talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, from the very beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, that
went back. Okay.
Yeah. As opposed to basically saying that I am incorrect or said something wrong, they have attempted to threaten me with legal action. And I said, hey.
Again.
Yeah. Well, have fun. Fuck it.
Yeah, the response would actually be do it, pussy, because I'm going to be, next week, I'm going to be hitting buttons harder than any of you have, and that's going to be entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have a space between my current job and my new one of at least a week, so that's going to have some fun downtime.
Pay more?
Yes.
All right.
Congratulations.
Yeah, anybody who wants to fucking follow Leo Convoy, he's in, here, I'll pull it up. Fucking, it should be on the side of the channel. Yeah, about the fourth one down. Brony Inspector, Fan and Frenzy, Ruza, Leo Convoy, and Patchwork Heart.
And if you check the community tab right now, Patchwork Heart has a shirt on sale called Leo Man Bad, and the majority of the proceeds to it go to Prevent Child Abuse America.
Is that a red
Oh, fantastic.
Is that Redbubble?
Yes.
Here, I'll put it up on screen and I'll put up a link. All right. Copy. Where is it? Channel merch, is that it, maybe?
It's actually under my community tab. It gives you a direct link.
It's under Lios.
Oh,
It's
under
on
Lios.
Lios page.
My
yeah.
bad. Terribly sorry.
Now, if you're in the audience,
Yeah. Shut up, Anthony.
Here you go, you boomer. I posted it for you.
All right, cool. Freaking, that is
Oh,
beautiful.
nice. Yeah. Very cool.
You can get it on almost anything.
I hear the hoes love Heather Gray.
Shirts are like $17.36, so
But anywho, that's what I came to just give you the brief explanation. Fluffy is allegedly not supposed to be getting in my business, despite the fact he tried to. Alright, so, real quick here, there was a schism in the anti-map community, caused primarily by me because I had the daring take that children shouldn't be involved with hunting predators. And like
Yeah.
five children got really upset about the fact that I made factual statements about children's intelligence and lack of depth perception. And Fluffy tried to get these kids in a group chat to false flag my account in mass.
That is a Buttons tactic as well, yes.
Yes. Yes, it is, but it didn't work because nobody cares about her.
Yeah, unlike, yeah.
I know she recently tried to threaten Patch with like legal action. Has she ever been able to pursue that through?
do you want that screenshot?
Good
Heck
luck.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that there's anything that they'd ever be able to do, especially now. Unlikely.
I mean, more importantly, like, you also need Patch's legal name and address, and Buttons has neither.
Okay.
They've, yeah.
Hello, police. Furry cat person on internet made me mad. Please arrest.
Yeah.
Unlikely.
No.
There you go. There's not like I keep screenshots or anything.
Yes, let's see. This is last time that we get to speak. Feeling is mutual. Oh, that is Buttons, I believe. If you want to consider the ceasefire over, then be warned. I am seeking litigation due to my recent suicide attempt. Get fucked. I'm going to leave you off the list, but if you want to push... Yes?
The suicide attempt where the police found her sitting on her computer looking at Twitter.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'll go ahead and say, Buttons, by all means, put me on your list, because I'm the first person that called the cops to go make sure you're okay. I would
That's,
love for you to put
Or
me
get
on.
me, since I'm the one who called the first time months back.
Okay, so it says
Last time you tried.
if you want to push here, Patch, I have evidence that you said that I've erotically RP'd with a minor when I have not. So the screenshot that I saw, I think when they found out, they said pulls zips up pants, and I'm like, that is a real bad look. That's a
You
that's
kept RPing. You RP'd your way out. That's never a good idea.
Jesus Christ.
Nothing I can't. I RP'd my way in, and I'll RP my way out.
Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Was there?
Oh,
I heard somebody
God.
say 16-year-old. Was that something that happened or no? With Buttons.
Yeah, what was?
Or was
There
that just
were
a-
two- There were two
Buttons
different... Go ahead, Leo.
Buttons RP'd, but did not ERP with them.
Oh, well then I don't care. That's just cringy. That's a whole heap of nothing.
Yeah, it's just retarded, but yeah, you know, I mean,
Sips tea, and I don't care. Let's read through this. Button screaming re. Oh fuck. So basically defending a pedo defender. I'm lumping her in there. And she's certainly someone who's hated Toon Kritic enough where I was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. Absolutely. I'm like, no, they hate Toon. They've told me emphatically on several occasions that they hate Toon. And I assumed if fucking goddamn Buttons had a discussion with Molly, she probably would have screamed at her till she got blow. No, she's supporting her? Really? What the fuck?
Right, no,
You've been on the right page for this one. What are you doing? Why are you purposely fucking up like this?
No, she just didn't mean any of the shit she said when she hung out with us, dude. That's all there is to... She's just changes her tune whenever she wants.
Jesus Christ.
She needs a group of fuckers on the internet to go fuck with, and you know, if it's not gonna be one, it's gonna be another. And I think her determinations are strictly self-serving. Just, you know, if you wanted to be self-serving in the most counterproductive way possible, and that, you know, that sounds about right for Buttons. You know,
Yeah, I'm gonna point this out here, and it's not really gonna be in Buttons' case. More in Molly's. From what I've heard, from Rouge has told me that they're looking to fucking try and kick her aside. Even from Toon, that they're gonna chuck her out. Buttons, if for whatever reason you were dumb enough to get over there, if they'd have you, they'd probably do that to you far faster. You don't get to stay anywhere, and I doubt a clicky faggot like Toon would let you in.
Oh yeah, no, you're way too much work for that group.
Jerry would take you back first. Jesus
second
Christ!
The second they didn't give a shit about something you were just fucking, you know, that your drug-addled mind was rattling off for them to be concerned with, the first sign they would show of not giving a shit, you would just scream at them, and then they wouldn't want to hang out with you anymore.
So I heard.
I don't know why we did, but
I heard there was an accusation of angel dust. Does anybody got screenshots of that?
Accusation of
I don't have screenshots of that. It was from my Coyote Lovely stream where someone that had been in the Has Been Hotel fandom with Button had experiences with.
So could you explain the story? I heard something about they bummed $40 and allegedly used it to go get angel dust as opposed to...
Yeah,
crystal meth.
They posted, according to them, they posted about needing emergency money for food. Some people in the Has Been Hotel fandom gave them money, and then they called their friend, like a different person that hadn't given them money, saying that they had used the money to go buy meth and that they were high as fuck and all this stuff. And this person is like vehemently pissed off that they helped Buttons in a situation and they did that. I do have screenshots where they're asking for emergency money and then immediately posting commissions they've gotten too. So any emergency money they've been getting has been misused.
Nice. Say, Buttons, if you want to entertain everyone, you should probably tape yourself screeching at your mom to take you down to the court office. I think that sounds fun.
Like every time she does, she's like, okay, if I lie about going downtown to file court documents to my mom, if I freak out at these and say that's why I need a ride downtown to my mom, I can go buy more meth. and like maybe this is just an extra stage of a lie she's telling herself.
She's told me that her mom is missing her teeth too. That's how she's like, you only really need, what was it, either the upper or the bottom ones to show off to people. Yeah.
You get off them drugs, or I mean, keep doing them and stop pretending you're crazy. You know, one of
Jesus.
I mean, like I hate feeling manipulated in that way, where it's just like, oh, you were just high. No wonder you're so fucking like. I've no doubt that you have multiple personalities now. It's the drugs. That's what they do.
So Ben, you wanted something in for something? Benny? How about?
Am I okay at my end or no?
It's a skosh quiet. You got any way of turning you up?
Hang on a second.
There we go.
Sounds good. There was.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this way? Okay.
Yeah.
I apologize for the loud noise. I'm outside before I had to head to work in a couple minutes, but I wanted to say a few things about the Molly situation. I do not approve of that. Shame on Molly for doing that, claiming that she was a victim, being the oh, woe was me, I'm a victim of Toon, and yet, lo and behold, here she is talking to the pedophile, which, what the fuck, Molly? That's all I want to say that about Molly's, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You should know better. He's a pedophile, he's an enabler, all that bullshit, and The whole situation with Buttons is I do not want to get involved with that because from what I'm hearing, she's a nutcase.
She is.
That's what it established. She's a nutcase.
Not in my opinion, for a
calling
fact.
her a nutcase is not doing her justice. I'm just gonna lay that out
she's
there.
not a nutcase. She's drug addict. It's different.
Okay, whatever. But all I'm saying is that I just really think that they need help because what they're doing is just ridiculously bullshit.
Oh, Anthony, I guess that threat wave that I posted in here, Buttons tried calling you. That's what that recording is.
Oh, I didn't hear anything, and that's interesting because I don't actually have my thing set up to take messages.
I've never set up my voice either.
After I lost my iPhone, I fucking got a fucking Moto, and I just never set up the fucking voicemail.
Visual fucking voicemail. What the fuck is that? Nope.
Nobody said visual voicemail. I just never set up the voicemail.
No, I mean, yeah, that's the app you need to get. Like fucking Android voicemail is just bad. It's just bad. Well, maybe only Samsung has the visual voicemail. Shit.
Did you want to listen to it?
No, not really.
It's just gonna be a lot of screaming and scratching,
crying a little.
Here, let me blank the screen here. Let's play a little clip of them becoming unhinged because I'm gonna be a total jagoff now.
Why not?
Duck.
If you need anything, let me know. I got my
Rip and tear. Rip and tear.
Yes.
Blood for the blood gods.
Indeed.
Drag him across the coals.
Where are we? Where the fuck is the Buttons file? Or one of them. I have a couple. Oh, there it is.
Hey, pool guy.
Hey, pool guy. What's up? Okay, whatever the fuck that is. God damn. No, that's that. Oh, those are the Ichabod files. Okay. Other stuff. That file's empty for whatever dumb reason. What's that? More Ichabod shit. Oh, here he is. All right. So, bunk. I will. Oh, actually, I won't be able to stream it to the room. Whatever.
Just stream it to the stream.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm watching. I'll post it here for those who aren't.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, they're not.
Mom, I tried. I tried so hard.
No, you didn't.
I can't.
Okay.
I can't do this. I'm trying so hard. I'm trying to...
Sounds like Derpy going away thing.
I'm scared right now.
No, you're not.
I feel trapped. I just wanted to leave me alone.
Don't hang out with pedophiles, motherfucker.
No way. I can't. I can't.
They called me stupid and retarded. I'll be here in the background.
Yes, that's Buttons.
Yes.
I can't.
That is Buttons a crying and a crying.
Now let's skip ahead.
Because I know you love them. Give one of them to Auntie Christina because I know she loves them.
It is a little quiet on the stream end.
No, tell you what, Rouge, did they try and like buddy up to you like when we were going out recently?
What? Sorry, the feed from the YouTube was playing.
Yeah,
But
did they try and buddy up to you recently and be like try to give us like some art of us or some shit like that? How'd that go?
Oh yeah, that was a few weeks ago. I was having a rough time. Everyone kind of knew it, and Buttons decided, oh, this is clearly about Anthony. I'm gonna buddy up to them. And when I told them off for what they did to Patch, they decided, oh, Rouge is only releasing part of this. I made them ship art to make her happy of her and my quote-unquote abuser. And she's only sharing part of the screenshot. So I said, oh yeah, you know what? Let me just post all, like, 20 fucking screenshots then. Miss only posts, like, 4.
Yeah, let's read a bunch of contemporaneous Discord chat bullshit in order to in complete context, as if it changes anything.
Well, they're doing the same thing they always do, where they took a small section to try to make me look bad, and I went, oh, you want full context? All right, let me give you the conversation from the minute they messaged me then. Which has a lot of me not responding, and them consistently sending me a message after message after message.
This is
typical button stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and hop off call so I can finish work. Have fun, guys.
All right, no problem.
Good talking, Leo.
But yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna
they
do the
made...
same thing. Piece of Bruce hair grease.
No problem.
Later, skater.
I don't know what the hell he just said.
It's a memo that I got a while back from one of my groups. So peace.
Hold on a second.
Indeed.
But yeah, no, they made art of me and you. They made art of me. They then tried to use the art of me to promote their commissions, which I do not consent to. I mean, you're trying to make money off of my character.
That is your brand. You need to protect your brand, Rouge.
I mean, they've already doxed me, too.
That did happen.
Yep. So, for someone who's very adamantly against doxing and everything, they sure have no problems doing it whatsoever.
I'd like to state for the record when I came back from Massachusetts. Oh wait, we can talk about that now. Oh,
Yeah.
who would like to hear about the Massachusetts kids? Because the only two people I think I told in detail about
But
it were
first a word from our sponsor.
yeah, was
The
Rude.
Can I get some context?
No.
Arthur, shut up.
Brony, no. So, anyways, fucking, I lost my old thought there. Yeah, the only two people who got to hear about this so far have been Leo Convoy and fucking Rouge. Now, you're like, Anthony, you just told her because she's a really pretty girl. The other person trying to talk to me at the time was Vita, and I wasn't going to tell him dick.
Not only that, but I had been defending you. I gave you the Google Doc full of all the evidence you needed for your court.
Yes, you did. Again,
I just knew you got a cool rental car that you liked.
I did send fucking some pictures of the rental car to Brony Inspector. Thanks for Rouge as well as Spoken Mind for cataloging that whole. It is a on par. It puts to shame anything you'll find in Kiwi Farms. The amount of content and detail that went into those files. Holy shit. Fuck else was I talking? Okay, so anyways, I wind up getting it on like a Thursday, Friday. So I buy a ticket. It ended up being like, let's say like $300. My dad's like, hey, do you want me to come along here? And I was like, well, I'm not really all that familiar with the area. He agrees. We go out there. I wind up getting the rental car. I wind up getting like 2-3 hours of fucking sleep in the hotel room. Now, here's what happens in the courtroom, because I'm just going to skip to that whole part. I'm surprised that she didn't say this, but they dragged me out because I kept trying to ask the judge legal questions, which, yes, had I been more awake, I wouldn't have done. He would not answer. They're like, we have a library downstairs, you could look that up for yourself. Yes. You have to be a legal practicing member of the bar, which, oddly enough, not all judges are. So yes, I kept trying to ask questions, and he's like, you two should both knock it the fuck off. And I was like, at that point, I should probably call it a lifetime. But seeing as how that she's buddying up to Toon, or at least friends of Toon, no. No, not so much.
What's funny is they kept using it as a threat for months, going, I'll take you back, you better be quiet while I talk all this shit and say you did all these things to me. When, you know, you both were supposed to Fucking go
there is a certain dumbass out there who has the last name or McFly on their channel that absolutely identifies with buttons, but I won't get carried away with that.
Yeah, that was a fucking sad loss on that one.
I was bummed out at myself. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
I guess being slightly better than Monkey Jones isn't the best way to go through a life, is it?
I guess not. I don't know. I mean, we should all hope to be slightly better than Monkey Jones.
Who? I don't feel like I even have to break that shit the fuck down.
I mean, not necessarily in a, I get he had a lot of prolific content for a minute, but
I want to say this now because it's made me wonder for like the longest time. If Buttons ever wanted to get back at me, all she would have had to do is probably, look, I'm going to go after predators. I could do a better job than you. She found Lou the kitty. There'd have been a chance. There would have been people who would have listened to her if she would have spent her time helping people against predators, but instead I guess she's hanging out with them now. I don't know if it's a spite thing. It seems a little weird. It seems a little curious.
The whole thing with the... Yeah. I mean, and now this with the Toon.
I let it go on the Ichabod thing because I was like, okay, he's orbiting a 17-year-old who's damn near an adult at this point. Maybe that's an isolated incident. Maybe it's because of Buttons is like 22 or whatever, 21, whatever the fuck at the time it was. But Toon, you knew better. You absolutely knew better. You used to fucking goddamn act like you were a goddamn victim, even though you're like, he blocked me and he told me to shut the fuck up and call. I'm like, it's a dick move. Or I think they said he blocked her or whatever the fuck. Yeah, let's pretend that you would have made friends with Toon, that he would have abused you. Okay, I'll say that, but you were smart enough to keep yourself out of that situation, which prevents you from being a victim. That was the right move. I'm not making fun of you for that, but you can't pretend to say I did the right thing. I still want to be called a victim. No! That's like being like, somebody tried to hold me at gunpoint and I slammed on the gas and drove out of there. Not even that. Not even that.
Wait, no, we need a better example than that. Yeah.
Someone told me if I drove down a block, there might be a gun shoved in my face, and I went the other way. Yes, that's.
Someone told me to make a right, and I made a right, and we got there on time.
Yeah.
So, someone said Buttons is in Fallen Wishes server. She mentioned about doing a lawsuit on us all.
Neat.
Oh, that would be lovely if she came.
Do it, pussy.
Yeah. Whatever.
It's not like we have any better evidence against you, like doxing.
I would, if I actually had to fly out somewhere right now, I'd consider it a vacation. And you know what? I might even be able to convert that ticket.
Yeah, honestly.
Can you get me and Rouge at the same time? We'll call it a date.
Heck yeah.
Oh man.
I will totally lean over and make out with Rouge in the courtroom in front of you, Buttons. I will totally do that. If the judge doesn't say anything, I will get unbelievably, uncomfortably hot with my girlfriend in the courtroom.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not against it.
Order in the court. He's gonna gavel at you guys so hard, and the live studio audience is gonna be going, woo! And yeah, wait, there's no live studio. I mean, if this were anyway, you get what I mean. Like, judges don't have gavels. That was the joke.
Fuck. Good
Judges
time.
only have gavels on sitcoms.
They really gonna make us fly with Corona? Yeah, sugar Buttons.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't think Buttons is gonna be very successful filing another frivolous. I don't think her local court. They've probably put her on some kind of nuisance list.
If she tries, here's the thing. This is what Anthony's first time saying something since it happened, but we have hundreds of screenshots since that incident.
Okay, let's talk.
Consistently talking.
I gotta talk about that too. The judge didn't look at any of our fucking shit.
They didn't
Her,
care.
her and I could have walked up with empty folders with blank sheets. I totally didn't. I'm assuming they didn't either. He didn't look at any of our shit. He's like, yeah, kind of like hand wave this away. Yeah.
Would you two get the hell out of here?
Yes.
You are high, and you, I don't know what your deal is, but just get out of here.
Yeah. I wasn't thrilled with it. I'd put it to this way: if I had to,
You ask too many questions.
Yes,
you're obviously high. Yes.
My critical feedback on the judge is he was quick and efficient. You could take that as an insult that he could have been more thorough, but yes, quick and efficient would be how I would. He wanted to get.
Would you say justice has been carried out properly? Would you say this is a proper justice was carried out properly?
I don't feel he specifically did me rotten. I would have probably liked to have gotten more out of it, but it could have been worse. And I think
it was a fair determination, dude.
Yeah, and I'm not yelling at him or anything else. On the other hand, I know that a certain dumbass went on Twitter and fucking wound up saying he had a resting bitch face in court.
Oh.
Yes, that had been Buttons. I keep forgetting I can finally say their fucking name on a regular basis here. Or I'm going to.
Resting bitch face in court.
Yes.
That judge isn't going to take any, I'm going to make sure that's on the top of my file.
Oh, yeah. If we get the same judge.
Well, no, the fucking court is not probably even gonna let her file shit. She's probably considered some down there.
Do they even have
knows?
that?
I don't know.
To be fair,
I'm just like,
I did it. I'm slightly concerned because a lot of people told me when she's like, "I'm going to take you to court," and like nobody's got anything to worry. I did get dragged in. I did.
No, I get it.
They totally wanted me there, and Vita's dumbass. You didn't have to go. I talked to people. They totally told me I had to go.
I'm. If I get served, if she's saying all of us, if I get served, I mean, I'm gonna have a letter sent directly to that court to try and straighten it out without me having my lawyer write a letter and see if I can.
Yes.
Not go.
Yes, Meadow Fembot. Calling it a lol suit is about right. Fucking. She's basically condoning fucking Molly hanging out with Toon. So I'm putting her on Toon's team, and she claimed that she used to hate Toon. I used to say I told Buttons to her face. I feel bad for how I've sided with Toon back in the day when like Toon's like, throw Molly out of my room. I can't have my creepy stalker in here. Oh God. And then I'm like, oh okay. Yeah, no shit. And I'm like, I used to go up to Molly all the time. Really sorry for siding with that asshole. I used to say that even before we found out he was a predator. I think I said it that day where I was like, hey, I know he's a dick, but he's a powerful dick and he has a lot of connections. Please don't hate me. And she's like, no, it's fine. And I'm like, you sure? Feel like a jag off?
Oh, it's okay. I'm kind of a stalker.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it'll be all right. I'm kind of a stalker, and he's right. He's always right. He's a good guy. Don't call him an asshole, Anthony. It's fine.
Oh God,
Jesus Christ.
Oh no,
Jesus.
All right.
Meadow Fembot, your name sounds similar to mine, but if Angio says it out loud, you confuses the heck out of me. I thought I'm saying it right. Meadow Fembot. I've even heard Donga say it that way. Not that I should be quoting him.
Meadow
yeah,
Fembot.
They do an archive channel where they clip stuff from Ethan Ralph,
Dang it.
Medicare. I almost said Mardiker for some retarded fucking
Medicare. Because mispronouncing shit is the new cool slang. Right
well, technically,
now.
from what I heard,
Medicare.
From what I heard from Jim, he said that the name is actually a mispronunciation because it was supposed to be mediocre, and someone European said Medicare, and so he just kept it. And I was like, oh, lol.
I like that. Yeah.
Under that logic, maybe I should really go with finger. Lol. Anyways.
I'm fine. I call you finger all the time.
That happened to me when I went into Ralph. I was like, should I call you? It's okay, Ralph. You do what you want. And I last time I talked to Tipster, he did it too, and I was like, oh, it's okay.
Everyone calls you finger, and that's fine. I think that that was the boss's name, who is on the phone in The Fifth Element, Corbin Dallas's old war buddy, who's the owner of the cab company, or no, the boss at the cab company. His name, that character's name was Finger.
Yes,
and he seemed cool. I mean, he certainly wasn't taking any shit from that rapscallion Corbin Dallas.
I want to thank everybody, especially you, Rouge, because you've been really sweet and enduring, and I don't know, it's good to have your support here. You too, Brony. You've been a hoot, and even you, Archer. Even you.
Oh.
I came off as way more.
I don't know how to respond to that. But you're welcome. Just gonna. I don't know how.
Dude, you'd be like, you're the gator of this podcast, I guess. But anyways, you need a soundboard. Could be worse. People keep calling me Daddy Leo.
I like Daddy Leo.
I'd call him Uncle Leo, but there's always a negative connotation to Uncle.
Yeah, but Uncle you don't want. You better be Uncle Buck if you're gonna be an uncle. You can't just be some.
Oh, I got one.
Uncle.
We could steal a Warhammer fucking term, Quartermaster Leo Convoy.
I like that.
Yeah. We need to get him in some fucking goddamn a power suit from Warhammer 40k.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. If anybody in the chat knows fucking Warhammer 40k, what chapter would you put his ass in?
Anyone? Yeah. Chat.
I'm gonna go Blood Angels.
That sounds about right.
Yep, I could see him with the Black Rage or some crazy shit like that.
Yeah, that would be cool. Oh, Warhammer.
World Eaters. Ooh, nice.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's good too. Dan, where's Pool Guy? Pool Guy's a Warhammer nerd. Did he fuck off?
As long as you don't give Leo a lion head. Still having nightmares. Oh yeah, that shit was fucking horrifying.
That was better than 90% of the furry content out there.
I remember looking at that going, well.
Okay.
Let's see how'd that do in the long run of things. That had to have broken a K. There's no way it didn't.
Not drunk enough.
No, let's see.
Not drunk enough.
Zoophion Balana, here we go.
Jazz.
There it is. I gotta get to Jazz. Don't think we've forgotten about that. I still came across that file. So
I have it too.
Yes. Someone was nice enough to draw, sheep her head onto a snake, or maybe the other way around. 2000. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Hey, Ruza.
What's up, Ruza? You in the call or in the stream?
Call.
Oh, nice. Anything you got to report on, Ruza?
Nope, I literally just woke up.
I finally broke down and talk about my batshit retarded fucking X buttons.
And it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Anyone mirror this. Let's go the mile.
Yeah.
You are free to take any and all.
Guy, we were trying to figure out what chapter of 40k Leo would be in.
Let me check notifications.
But you're cooking, so, take your time. Or don't answer, doesn't matter. We're kind of past.
Who, Ruse is cooking?
No, Pool Guy.
Okay. Oh, Pool Guy's here too.
He's in the chat. He's not in the stream.
Okay.
I was talking to him in chat because we were talking about that Warhammer thing, and he's a Warhammer nerd, and I was surprised he didn't.
Do you want any screenshots, Anthony?
Of what? I was just going to start asking you really gay relationship questions, like if you could go anywhere with me right now, where would it be?
What?
You cut
out.
Oh, I said I was going to just start asking you really gay relationship questions, like if you could go anywhere right now with me, where would it be?
I don't fucking know.
Okay.
Let's go to Cali. Let's hang out with Bernie.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I like that. That'd be fun.
He sounds
We'll
like he's
have
got
our own mini
alcohol.
BabsCon.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
That was what we were supposed to do in a few weeks, so I want to do that. If it's not gonna happen in a few weeks, I'm gonna make it happen sometime this year.
Damn right.
We should do BLFC, guys.
Yeah, I'm down. I'll ditch my home state con for this.
I also have to bring this up too. When fucking like we were hanging around and we had just squashed everything, they're like, "So we're going back together." No, we can't do that. Why not? You called the police on me. My folks know that you called the police on me. I can't do that. You're not coming back out again.
Yeah, never. Yeah,
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I was like, at the time, we're cool. You're being super cool right now, but you called the cops on me. I'm sorry.
Why won't he trust me? Why does he keep bringing up the past? It's not like I called him a rapist or anything.
They totally did. They totally fucking did. Ah. I'm not, and I'll say this again. Before now, the only thing I felt that Buttons had to do to fucking get right with the world, which I'm sure a lot of people disagree with, is that she had to pay back that per person, or the person that she did the GoFundMe for, who needed money for medication. She'd have done that. She'd have been good. I wouldn't have fucking bitched about my own shit. I'd have been like, it was a growing experience. Life goes on. Now, you've hooked up with Team Toon Critic. Fuck you. No. Not happening. How you've managed to get yourself thrown out of a fucking goddamn, I guess, a fandom like the Has-Been Hotel shit?
Yes,
That's fucking...
right. Let me tell you about my Has-Been Hotel fan character. You're
God damn
going
it,
to
Brody.
love him. Yeah.
Like, these people won't have you.
Yes.
These are the people who will not have you. His name is Gizler. No,
Did Arya ever get
no.
free?
Yeah, where's Arya? What happened with that?
Yes.
They get out of class in like 5 minutes.
Okay, good. Oh,
Because they said 3, I think, Central Standard Time.
God.
Stop doxing Arya. Gee. How dare you say what time zone someone's in?
Yeah, I was like, I don't even know where fucking Arya lives. I don't know what you...
I
Oh,
have no clue.
I just
have no
remembered.
time zone.
I'm stupid. Alright.
What?
I forget fucking Arya and you.
Which is what?
It's in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, obviously.
Yeah, totally. You guys live in Arkansas.
She's
No,
close.
Arya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she went to
Pine Bluff,
if she went to Windy City, she has to be relatively close. Because I can't imagine
Pine
anyone.
Bluff, Arkansas is not close.
Oh, I was about to say, well, Jesus, I don't know why you spent money to go to Windy. Then Jesus.
Flying or driving all the way from Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Yes.
I mean, but anything to get out of Pine Bluff.
Oh, you know what? I have one more thing that we could sit there and suck up our time with. Let me re-blank the screen. We could. I'm
I
told.
have plenty if you want it.
No, there's someone else I want to get to since I know Brony keeps bringing it up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Retro. You know the guy who
Retro.
bitched about Sequestra is still bitching as if Sequestra were something worth talking about right now. So
Yeah,
let's. How safe is his Twitter, by the way? Like, does he have any porn on there? Oh yeah, he hates porn. So no, yeah, he's totally good.
No, I wouldn't think so.
All
That
right,
doesn't
Retro.
sound right.
The only thing that could have saved you, Retro, isn't there. Isn't that ironic? Quite ironic, actually. All right, Buck and
Arya's here. I'll add her.
all right, Duck.
So yeah, like
We need to kick someone. Kick people. Keep
Okay.
out freaking Ben
Well, Leo's gone, and yeah, I could kick Ben too.
and Dash, because I think they were just someone stupid that never came in.
Oh. I don't know, let's try and call them right now just to be a cunt. They never pick
Well,
up.
Arya's free.
Oh no, I threw out somebody already. Vaping Night Ben's gone. And Punk.
Come on, Arya.
That's
Hi,
it.
Arya. Hey, Jonapone. I will use it as a cute nickname.
All right, so I want to get, but before we get to Arya real quick here, yes. So what's today's date?
Today is
the 23rd.
Oh,
Reshare screen, babe.
okay. So I wanted to go look at retro. 16th. How long ago was that? Was that after all the sequester shit went down?
Yeah, that was a little ways after that. Yeah.
Yeah, here's him still bitching about this dumb shit as if it were still fucking important.
That this con with 200 people registered and
Under 100
staff who all quit.
Yeah.
With 100 people who registered, like you're not gonna. He's still gonna kill this con, guys.
No shit. Let's see. This was the thing that I'm supposed to retweet, but didn't think I'm fucking moron. I can't social media right. Well, the latest news of the CDC was keeping a very close eye on the situation, even more so. So the moment we're still on, change. Blah 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 blah. I mean, Horse News already has pretty much every bit of information that I know. It's weird. We've had people from Sequestra even talk to Leo Convoy, even though he's super fucking scary. Retro, you're the one that kind of ran away from here.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder. Anyways.
Well, no, wait. There was a guy with a mustache who showed up one day, though, so I don't know.
Okay. So
yeah.
Now we can get back to Arya Diamond. What do you got?
So one thing I would like to say, because I watched the beginning of the stream before I had my class.
You have a super chat.
Oh, one sec.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Indeed. Oh, it's Random Pool Guy. Y'all ain't reading my comments, so I'm super chat you. I say Leo should be a word bearer. Word Bearers Legion. I think that's their Primarch became a demon lord, I believe. He's likely to go fanatic at the drop of a hat, and would be the first one to go chaos and wreck everyone. I think he might take exception with him being a chaos worshipper, but then again, considering that fucking Warhammer hates religious people, I mean, I can kind of see the roundabout way you're going. All right, take it away, Arya.
Okay,
that would
so
be
one thing I
the
will say is, yes, I will admit, and I will say Anthony's right on this situation. There are times where, yeah, I have my head up my ass, but I feel I'm getting better with that, especially what's been going on and just learning from it. Secondly, because I'm here, yes, Molly did actually reach out to me first about the entire situation. And I will admit, as hard it was to come forth with it, because I did consider Molly as a very close friend with a lot of things, it was the right thing to do. So I want to protect people, and I don't really want to go into much detail, but I've dealt with people who are like Toon.
Arya, you've certainly heard me bitch about my fair people in the past. Was Molly someone that I routinely shit on you about, or even in earshot?
No, the only time we had fun with the idea was not to go to Winnie City, but when we were making the joke and she was dying on the bed, just laughing for 30 minutes.
About
but
what?
Other than that, no.
What was that about, though?
She was like picking her nose or something, and you started going gold digger or something.
Oh, that's a meme. Yeah.
That was a meme. But other than that, no. It was Ashley and her.
I want to point out for the record, that was far more hateful than fucking fuck redheads. Come on, Arya.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, and we were all giving it to her bad.
It wasn't fuck redheads. It was on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
We don't like redheads.
Yeah.
Not here for that. But yeah, other than that, you haven't really done anything wrong to Molly, from what I've heard.
Okay. I mean, I bitched about this. I've definitely bitched about this.
And honestly, I don't blame you for bitching about this.
So, question.
Oh, and in full disclosure, I have to put this out here too. At Windy City Con, I asked her out. And she shot me down dead. So
Anthony, I do not want to date you. Anthony.
To be honest, she's not worth it.
No, I have
Shots
someone.
fired.
I'm mentioning it here in case someone's like, well, in case Anthony doesn't want you to know. No, totally did.
Yeah,
totally
no,
shit move, and I've tried not to make it like weird, uncomfortable. I do it in
Anthony, I don't think you're doing a very good job of that right now.
Oh, can people not hear me?
I could hear you.
Okay,
You're kind of quiet through this stream.
Yeah, I turned it up a skosh. I'll do a little.
I meant I can go on my phone instead and go through there. I've had that issue for a bit.
Here, I got you at 150. Does that help?
Is that better?
Yeah, I think it's good.
Try.
Turn it up more.
If it's not good, then I'll go on.
Oh,
my
that's
phone.
good.
Okay, talk.
Yeah, you're good.
Is that better?
Yeah,
Dream, how does she sound?
Okay, it seems good. Okay.
Cool.
So basically, I can just tell you a bit of a rundown on how this went. She reached out to me on, I think it was like March 14th, March 15th, and she told me, and I gave you the screenshot, the 4 screenshots that are on my Twitter. She just told me she wanted to talk to me, and in my server, I'm the admin for Ring of Friendship, and basically, I told her, if you're telling me this, don't you trust the people in my server? Everybody in there is very, for the most part, tightly knitted and trust each other. And she goes, well, and I left this out, and I may actually send you the whole thing because it has some personal information. That's why I cut it.
I want to mention something here right now too, and you feel free to correct me if I'm not. Mind you, this isn't a server, as I've heard, that my name is banned from even being mentioned in. Yeah.
I recall that being one of the rules for the brief stint that I was there. Yeah.
I've heard that from an excellent. Yeah, no, I'm just. You don't have to apologize. No, Aria. This isn't me correcting you. This is me like saying, Molly, you were in the server that was most likely to give you the best shake possible. That was pro fuck Anthony, and I'm not mad at you. Go ahead, do your own thing, Aria. But even that place is like, no, man, no good, no bueno. Is my point. Go ahead.
No worries. And just to say, it's no longer that. It was just like that when all that BS stuff happened. But anyways, yeah. And I told her, why aren't you saying? I understand why you want to bring it up to me and my moderators, but why would you not say this in the chat? And basically, she told me, I don't think they will. I don't think they would trust me after what I tell you. And I said, okay. So, and mind you, I was on a plane, and I told Rouge this. I was on a plane to go see my boyfriend, and I had like an hour before that. I was like, I got to deal with this, I guess, while I'm waiting. So it was me, Bubble Bean, which is from who I heard from is Fallen Wish.
Yes.
Or Mariah Dragon. Okay. And basically, the first thing they said was, I'm looking at my screenshots on my computer. I just told her, what would it be that it would be so bad that you can't say it in my server? Did you, like, hurt someone in my server or do something? And she didn't say anything until we got into a group chat. So she told me, and she started pinging your tweet, and, yeah, she pinged your tweet, and then she pinged, both of your tweets, and I was like, go on. And then it just happened, the screenshot admitting that it was Toon Kritic Y2K that she was in contact with.
I was gonna shut up about it and take the weekend to mull it over, but then I found out that Molly was involved, and I kind of became incensed. I ended up staying up an extra hour that night before work, which I had to get up for at 4 the next damn day.
Ugh.
I was yes, specifically Molly, of the fact that we'd heard it so many times, and I was at my wit's end, where I was like, no more walks.
Yeah, once she said that, I was just like, why? That was the first thing that came to mind. Why? She's always told me that she was afraid of Y2K. She was scared. She was a victim.
Does now you say you considered her? You've known her,
well,
somewhat pretty well. So would you say she has kind of codependent tendencies? Have you noticed that in any other context besides this?
Not really. Honestly,
okay, so weird. That seems more like stalker. Whoa.
Well, let me ask you this question, Arya. Did she have like friends and support? Because that's been my concern.
Yes, she with this or just in general.
I mean in general, like
a friend group?
for the longest time, I felt horrified that I contributed to Molly not getting
never having friends. Yeah,
and I was like, I felt guilty about that for fucking ever. And you're telling me that she's been cool this whole time?
No, she's been fine. I mean, her and I, she had a lot of support from like her breakup with Shino. A lot of people comforted her with that. I'll leave names out unless they come forth in the chat or something and say that. But she had
she had a social circle, is what you're saying.
Yeah, let Arya take it.
Yeah, she had a lot of friends. We were very supportive. In my chat, we have a venting and crisis area. One of them is she was looking to do stuff to herself, and we were there to tell her, no, you need help. We can help you and get the help that you need. We've been there to help her get better. In my chat, we try to help people get better. And if they're in the lowest part, one example with Fauna, with the information that Rouge knows about,
Yes.
that we helped her out. But go ahead, Inspector.
No, we
I didn't know you knew Fauna. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's I thought I got to Fauna through Arya both times, I believe.
So yeah, when she told me this information, it truly stumped me because she had the support, a lot of people that cared about her, and it just made me wonder why she was going to Toon. And then I sent you the whole big thing that she told me. And again, I told her up front that she needed to go to you and Leo with her and Toon. Because she's like, I just want this to not be so bad.
Let me be completely clear here. I'm not going to pretend that I am absolutely flawless. At any time where I feel like I can't really, be objective, or I have a bug up my ass, or I've clashed heads and bumped with people, I tell him to go to Leo Convoy. You can absolutely trust him. He's a little stringent, he's a little moralist, but I mean he'll be fair as long as you're not a monster.
Yeah, I told them Leo can be harsh at times, but he is someone who will listen to you. He can be. He could be somewhat harsh, but sometimes blunt and harsh are important to get things across, and I don't mind that.
Does that characterization fit with Dan's description of the Warhammer?
Not now.
Okay, sorry.
Look, I could come back with a different crew to break that down.
Okay.
But anyways, yes, I told her that for this to get any type of softening blow, just the minimum, because I said this is going to be ugly either way, because you got yourself tied up with someone that you considered a predator to yourself and you as a victim to them. You need to talk to FNGR and Leo and just be honest and open the way that you are with me. And Mariah Dragon was there. I'm going to switch between Fallen and Mariah Dragon. And I told them, Mariah Dragon said that she wanted to be the mediator. And I just bit my tongue and I went, sure, you can do that. But you'll have Leo and Anthony. And on the other side, you'll have Molly and Toon. Then you talk, get it done and over with. You tell me what you told me. If you're not going to do that, that's on you. And that's what I meant by my comment of I cannot be angry with I can be angry about why you did them, but I can't be angry that you're making a decision that you think it. I'm trying to explain it.
Here, I thought of an alternative to Arya. I'll put it this way: you find 5 people, which you will be one of, people that Toon has massively screwed over, who are willing to forgive him.
Yeah.
And I can stop if they're willing to do that. If you can find 5. And you said, we're the only ones that are holding on to this. So I want you to find yourself 5 people, which shouldn't be hard, that exist, that Toon has massively inconvenienced. That like, oh no, I think he's seen the light. I don't think you will.
No. And that's what got me too. I was like, and somebody else in my server, who I will name...
And no, Fallen, I don't count you. You just because he stole your stolen money doesn't make you a victim. Get fucked.
Now, I will say, I'll keep this person anonymous. They came forth to me, and they told me that Molly took down her video.
She did.
Yeah, we knew that.
Yes, and I thought that was ridiculous. But something came to me, and it's unfortunate. She has property of that video. So I couldn't... It's a weird line, I guess you could call it. I don't support it whatsoever. I think it's foolish. But it also makes me feel...
It can be hosted on BitChute unless
we
they
have
actually...
copies. Yeah, there's copies.
There's a couple ways.
Right?
You can provide commentary over it. You could host it on BitChute, which unless they specifically take actual legal action, not just file some bullshit on YouTube by clicking a couple buttons, which Arya isn't going to do. No.
I have better shit to do.
Yeah.
Like school.
No, you're good. It's We have a copy
I
for
think you
anyone who wants
meant,
it.
yeah, if you.
Now here, I have screenshots of the whole conversation, and I'll read off one of my screenshots that I didn't put on the internet because I wanted to put the main ones, but this is also from Fallen. I told them that you're both gonna hate it, aka Toon and Molly. I said things will be said, and I'm not saying it will be 100% peachy afterwards, but at least your words will not be twisted. And that was Molly's big concern, is her words were going to be twisted by you and others. So, and I basically, Fallen just goes, I'm mostly here to support. I think I cut it there. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I did. Like some of the other things was like, the problem is that they don't want to hear it. They won't listen or be reasonable. And I highly doubt they'll even let her explain. And that was with, she's
Don't
saying.
do that again.
Huh?
No, whoever made that sound.
Oh, wait, it was probably me. A bike just went by. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah, and I was like, really? You're not even gonna try. Then you're just putting yourself down for failure. Because if you really want things to get fixed, you're gonna do everything in your power to get it fixed, even if in the end it doesn't.
Well, I mean, trying can often be the first step to failure.
And sometimes you have to fail in order to know what you need to do to get your shit together.
Yeah.
And it's just like another thing Fallen said. Most people don't care anymore, though, and it's the thing. The whole situation is long dead and over, and it's mostly Anthony and his I don't know how to say this.
Cronies
harping on it. He's not really an influential individual anymore.
That's weird. If we go to Josh Scorcher with a dangerous enough predator, he will tweet it out.
Yeah, I'm just.
He totally fucking stands behind that. Fallen, if you really believe that shit, we got him to fucking go after Buttons' friend Fable there when she tried fucking blackmailing Mad Plushie of all people. Not because we like him, just because that shit was wrong and illegal.
Here, I'll give you this screenshot. I just want to crop something out.
No. We'll open up, like, do you got paint.net or some shit where you can, like...
Yeah, I'm just cropping this
okay.
piece.
I was about to say, paint.net is my favorite fucking editing tool to get rid of crap. That's my suggestion. Some people suggest GIMP, but I'm not going to have a program called GIMP on my computer.
It's bootleg Photoshop. It's free.
There we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'll post it here.
Okay.
There's like a little bit of information about me, like have a safe flight and all of that, but again, that was because I was leaving.
Should I blank the screen, or is it good to be on?
No, it's not. That's fine.
Okay. Most people don't care about the thing. The whole situation is long dead. Yeah, I thought we read this off, though, as much as to try to remember.
Yeah, the bottom part is where
I probably won't get into a call because I wanted to let you know firsthand and get the full, honest answer from me, rather than have this twisted to fit his narrative. I was just being a good friend and wanted my intentions known first before I got into a twisted around by others. If I'm really the only one, where is like a mainstream channel? Where's a big channel going, you know what? Toon got a bad deal, or he's really brought it around. Like, that doesn't exist. I know. I've seen, like, there are channels out there that try to be optimistic about people like Krtic.
Yeah.
There's nobody doing that with Toon that's other than either a troll or somebody really severely impaired.
No, that shit don't exist. In fact,
I've been astronomically fucking fair. I think Buttons was even around for that one. Brony Inspector, you were in the goddamn call where that dumb kid was like, I'm trying to redeem Toon Critic's fucking name. And I said, look, you could stop right now and walk away. No questions asked and nobody will come after you, but you have to stop.
Yeah,
there's some real people who are really pissed off at you right now, and you could walk away, get a mulligan, and he took the mulligan, and that's why we never talked.
He's like, well, it really wasn't getting the number of followers I thought anyway. Like, there you go, kid.
Yeah,
there you go. Yeah, you're good.
And then
see, it didn't even work.
You're all good if I leave as well, Molly. Considering he already went after She Knows Twitter and everything else, this won't go well.
This is something else that was added at the end that I saw. Like, Jeno is her ex, who she considers a really close friend. I don't know if that's still the
That
same
sounds
thing.
codependent, dude. That's no. You said she didn't seem codependent.
Well, let me explain this. I actually left the chat after I got on my plane, but then I felt stupid for not screenshotting all of that because I was like, I need this. I need this to get to somebody to protect those who need to be protected. So I asked them if they could add me back into the chat, and they did. And I saw this.
Nice.
So that's why I added that. But the thing that got me is overall, Fallen saying, I'd say tell them to just ignore it. It makes me feel like Fallen is also just saying in general to ignore the situation. In a way, because just to ignore it, it seems like both of them are trying to ignore this.
Is Fallen still in your server?
Fallen was never in my server.
Okay.
Good.
All right. Pat's Aria on the back. You done good, kid. You done good.
No.
Drama horse. Beautiful.
Oh, Jesus. I'm like, why?
She's like,
no.
She's like, no, if you're trash, I will throw you out of this server.
That reminded me of back in the day when fucking me, Fallen, and Vita were all on the same page a long time ago. And fucking Vita got in one of their servers, and our first response was, okay, they're acting up, we have to throw you out, Vita. And we're like, why is Crazy Pony Man in here? You can't keep him. No.
Also, another thing, somebody sent me this my way. A friend of Buttons.
Okay.
And I'm not a fan of Buttons. Her and I, or them and I, do not get along well, but we just keep our distance. But so
Sorry.
they told me to relay this to you. I had a talk with Buttons. They told me that they only knew bits and pieces of what was going on because Molly only gave them half the fucking story. Buttons said they're keeping their distance from Molly and weighing their options on what to do with her.
Okay. Tell you what, I'll be like that. Let's say you completely shit the bed today. Just get the hell away from her. They know for a fact I've been fair with Molly. You could walk off the field right now, and that'll be the end of it.
Yeah,
I mean, they start bumping me back, and that's not. I'll fire back up again.
Yeah, Buttons. If you're gonna rebrand again, this might be the time to do.
You walk away from this one real fast.
If you rebrand and stop talking to these people, no one will know. You'll be fine. Yeah. But it's not going to be. I don't think it's simple. I think that you're going to have to do one of your patented Buttons rebrandings, which
Jesus.
You'll always be Buttons to me.
Jesus.
But it might take a little bit of maneuvering.
You know what the funny thing is? I want to let you know, Buttons, is that most of the people who try and say that they know anything about you, it's Doug's video. It's not even mine. They know you through Doug.
Trying to see if there's any.
We're gonna give her a crate. And today, this is a Buttons. And today we're going to take it out and give it a test drive and give it a Doug score. Wait, wrong Doug.
That kid Douglas is the one who did. That's the one where she went on and I was like horrified because like, oh shit, a fucking ranter is talking to my ex. I'm in so much trouble. He's like, I tried asking. He's like, are you going to talk to me first? Nope, I'm going to talk to your ex. Comes back, are you going to talk to me? Nope. Should I be worried? Nope. What happened? Don't worry about it. And then the call comes out and it's him getting screamed at the whole damn time. And I'm like, oh.
Well, that was funny.
All she had to do was...
And then did that to Tipster.
How does she not learn these things? I don't get it.
Yeah, the next freaking... that was right after that.
It's the only thing that actually almost made my ears bleed. Because I watched that whole thing.
Also, same person is asking if you can clear their name from the situation, aka Buttons.
Who's? What Buttons wants to clear?
Yes, from this situation. And these are not my words. These are the person.
Who's asking?
Buttons.
Yeah.
I think it's Season the Wiccan.
Oh, what did I do to Wiccan? I didn't say anything about them.
No, Season the Wiccan
he's
is
asking
asking if you
on
can clear
behalf
Buttons'
of
names.
Buttons.
Okay,
Yeah.
Seasons of the Wiccan is a girl. Like, there's not even any kind of inclination there.
No, Season is asking if you could clear Buttons' name.
Right,
She's the
we
one
get
that typed to me first, but I wanted to keep her name out as something.
Okay, so again, originally, I was under the impression when I posted that very first screenshot where they're like, this is the new Toon Critic. And they're like, and then they reached out and tried to give sympathy to Molly afterwards. I don't see how they were confused. I don't get
Lio sent a super chat.
it. Okay, I don't believe Buttons at all at period. Buttons stalks way too many of your accounts to play dumb on this one. No quarter. Season, if you want to come in, I will talk with you with super kid gloves and
good.
super kid gloves, full respect, no throwing any punches, and we could go through and I'll explain how I am quote unquote confused.
Hold on,
You are Pastel Prose's friend, and I will treat you as such. Full respect.
Okay. I'm just...
Yeah, I have no issue with them.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for a response or from somewhere.
Yes.
Oh boy. During this whole thing, I sketched something and
Season said
I want to
yes,
post
fine.
it so bad.
All right.
Cool.
Here, I'll be right back. I'm going to reload.
Here,
I need a Kool-Aid.
I'll add her in.
Whew. Season the Wiccan.
Hey, Susan, just give Anthony a second. He went to grab a drink.
Oh, okay, cool.
Man, should I get a refill? That'd be a good time to.
Yeah, everyone refill potty break.
Well, I mean,
I got cherry vodka in the fridge. Ooh.
I mean, you know, whatever helps the live stream, right?
So how's everyone while we wait?
Oh yeah, it's been a minute, right?
Yeah.
How you been? How's school?
School's good. Corona, right?
Oh god.
Good thing.
Nah.
I know all I'm gonna say of it is we got not kicked out, but they told us we needed to go home. So
All right,
I had
so-
to like grab all my
Wait,
stuff.
is that allowed?
Yeah, no. So, Season.
Yes?
Full disclosure, I have become hostile with friends up until, and I've even probably been less than charitable or nice and glowing even when Rouge talks to me about Buttons at times. So, to say that I have been on the entire fucking thing, or I've actually tried to, is that Myriad, by the way?
Bored.
Yes,
we're-
Myriad, shut up. Let us handle it.
Again, and when Myriad's like, I want to go talk to Buttons, I'm like, well, that's entirely on your own. So when I recently saw them reach out here, and it's kind of confusing because Friday night, or maybe Saturday morning, they tweeted and they seemed to fully understand who Toon was. I don't know where they found that. Maybe they found it on Kiwi Farms. Maybe they found it shadowing my Twitter. Doesn't matter. Don't care. But they seem to know, and they should have known what Molly was getting fucking knocked for. And they're also sitting there saying, I'm going to press legal action. If that happens, absolutely not. I'm going to be glad to fucking leave that up there. If they want to just, they basically want to have their cake and eat it too. I'm prepared to pay to play. In no uncertain terms at this point. They've decided to push this thing. They've decided to go in one area where they knew better, where they absolutely knew better. Now, you may have the floor, and I'm going to try and be nice.
Okay. So,
Let me turn you up a skosh. Yeah, you're a little quiet. There you go.
Am I good?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay. Earlier today, before this stream, I did have a talk with Buttons because a screenshot of the same thing that you brought up with Buttons, like in the comments of one of Molly's tweets, was brought up. I am a friend of Buttons. They have generally shown that they are sorry for the things they did to me personally. They don't bring me into their drama, hardly ever. So.
What's your secret? My girlfriend would like to know.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. How do you manage to not say things to piss her off constantly?
My thing is, like, I have strict boundaries.
Oh, so does my girlfriend. What do you know?
It might be my Irish luck. I don't know. So.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't expect.
She's Wiccan too. Could you shell your spells that you use?
Yeah, right. I mean, because I would. You know what? Whenever I was casting spells on Buttons, that kind of worked. So
you're gonna get a C&D for that now.
Yeah, whatever. Whenever I was putting horrible curses on her,
Okay,
right?
Okay.
well, mainly, like, I don't know what it is, but for some reason Buttons listens to me. So, you know, there's a start. But I had a talk with Buttons earlier today when that screenshot was brought up in Aria's chat, and I gave her a rundown of what was like going on behind the scenes. They said that Molly came up to them and stated what was going on. Buttons only like half of what was going on, basically stating that Molly was, you know, keeping an eye on Toon and everything. Apparently Buttons didn't know the other side of the story of what was going on. Like, this is one of the few times where, like, they were trying to keep their distance from you, kind of doing their own thing, minding their own business.
That's not entirely true. I've heard nothing but complaints about me constantly. They seem to be either they're watching or they have someone passing information. Hi, Myriad, how you doing?
Again, I'm just the messenger, you know?
Okay, yeah.
I'm just the messenger.
Yeah, here's what I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Just like all the deals that fucking happened between Patchwork Art and Buttons. They're going to ask for me to lay off. When they think no one's paying attention, they'll waffle back. So, I'm not going to take down the stream. I'm going to record it. I'm going to throw it up on BitChute. I'll bring it up every chance I can. And if they don't fuck up again, they can say their prayers, eat their vitamins, and maybe I'll fuck off. Mm-hmm. Maybe I won't.
Yeah.
They've had a great like high ground this whole time. And you know what? That served Obi-Wan until fucking Darth Vader finally got over him. that's what's happened here. I've gotten to the other side of things. Shoes are on different feet. I'm feeling my Wheaties. They've pushed their luck.
Again, like I'm just the messenger here, so you know.
Okay.
I'm just a third-party messenger. But basically, Buttons told me that they had no idea that the rest of this stuff was going on. They are like keeping Molly at an arm's length.
That doesn't sound right. Buttons, you know, typically tries to know what's going on. Mm-hmm. That just doesn't sound right to me. I'm so like it. Doesn't seem right.
Believes that.
We've talked to Buttons' ex-friends that specifically said that they got tired of them listening to them bitch about me. Not that they were my fan, they just got tired of hearing about it. So I don't believe her. I don't believe her at all. And you could sit there and anybody in my comment section could be like, Anthony, Seth Band, the Shell Effects. Yeah, don't believe X's. Take anyone else's testimony in this stream or call other than mine. By all means.
But yeah, after I told Buttons like what was going on, she immediately like basically, like I said, she's keeping her distance. Well, they're keeping their distance from Molly while they figure out what exactly they're gonna do. You know, I think they're very close to like dropping contact with Molly completely. So, you know.
I mean, it shouldn't be a hard answer sitting there considering. Mm-hmm. I mean, look at what Molly's done. Why is there question?
And here's my other problem. Here's my other problem with that, though, Wiccan. She said that she's like, yeah, season, season. I keep thinking Seasons of the Witch, but anyways, freaking, she said that she's like, I was gonna distance myself from Fable, but then things calmed down, and she went right back to her. So I'm suspecting that's what's gonna happen.
I'm not gonna talk about Anthony except for when I talk about Anthony.
Yeah, no shit.
Try to sue him and all his friends. Like what?
Yeah,
Buttons we're talking about. Come on.
Yeah,
come on.
I think she's going to, in her head, she's probably like, I'll just wait till things are better. No, she'll probably get bored. We'll be back here in about a week. Probably less. Because she'll do something stupid again.
I just thought I might try.
Okay, yeah, and you know what? I don't have any personal heat with you.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
You seem cool. You should get a cooler friend.
The last time we were really in a room where we talked at any same length was we were in Doug's chat, and Ed said, this is really retarded. I don't need to be here. They're just bitching about Buttons all day. And you know what? I left right after him because I'm not going to let Ed be smarter than me. I'm leaving too. Now, I don't know if you stayed in there after I left. You can tell me or you did or didn't. I generally had enough of that. I do not like going after my exes. It's why I didn't have a wealth of content on Fallen Wish. Even after we'd stopped, she just kept fucking up constantly.
Yeah.
Which this counts as one of those.
You can bitch about Fallen Wish all you want. I hate her just as equally as you. So there we go.
All right.
Interesting.
Okay.
In chat so
Trust me,
bad.
I'd like to beat her head on the edge of a sidewalk.
see.
So, yeah.
Didn't you guys used to
Thoughts
be
and
boys?
opinions of.
I don't care. I'm not even doing one of those.
No,
No
I'm,
disclaimer today. Fuck it.
Hey,
The
Season.
disclaimer in this place is who do we want to murder on the
I'm not going
again?
that far. Anyways, take it, Aria.
Season. Leo put something for you.
Okay.
Since you're playing Messenger, pass this one back. Tie your horses, stable your cattle, and get your affairs in order. Buttons.
I will mention that Buttons has been saying that they have been seeing a therapist, so there's a start.
No, here's the weird thing about that. The last time that we were talking, they swore up and down that they were seeing a therapist. Were they then? Because if the answer is yes, I'm not going to say he's worth anything. I mean, the easy come by number, the easy come by numbers is: are you lying then, or are you lying now?
Or is this just like I have my 30-minute therapy sessions with Slender Man every week? And,
when she said that,
Slender Man.
Hold it. Do I believe that she was in the hospital? Yes, I'd heard a nurse. What I believed was a nurse in the background. It sounded like a hospital when I'd listen over the phone. Do I know for a fact? I believed at the time, and I still sort of believe that she was talking to a therapist. I don't believe it's doing any good.
Yeah, because she's not mentally ill. She's on drugs. We've established this.
Finish the
She's
message.
Just insane. She's just insane. It's the long and short of it. I'm gonna lay this in chat. I drew this during the stream. I'm just gonna put this right.
It
here.
better be work safe.
Yeah, it's safe. It's safe.
Okay. I'm watching you, long horse. Anyways, Cloudy.
No, Cloudy's still bad.
Yeah, other than this situation, I mainly just like to keep to myself.
God.
Leo's still asking finish the message. Is she...
They read the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry. Latin.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, the message isn't done.
No, that was the entire message that he posted.
Oh, okay.
One of the things I said to, I believe, Rouge, or I think I might have even said this to Vita, is after being to Massachusetts, I can understand why someone would never get offline. It is very boring. Oh my god. I was so bored out there. The food's okay. Yeah, the greasy dives that we ate in when we went from place to place. Yeah.
Well, plus
steak and eggs. Mwah.
Plus out in Boston, I know besides seafood places and tea shops, it's either Dunkin' Donuts or starvation.
Oh God.
Also,
sorry. The rest of it is because I'm coming for you and I'm going to hit you harder than anyone ever has. Your sins have found you out.
What?
That's
Leo's?
the rest of the message. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to switch it off top chat to live chat to get that.
There's also the other issue here that basically they came back and attempted to flag videos for artwork that I specifically argued with them for tooth and fucking nail that I did not wish to use because I believe that they would flag me for it one day, which they totally fucking did.
I didn't.
Don't give me a loony. No, hold on. You don't loony turtle me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
No, I got triggered. Sorry, that was me getting really bitchy there. I got kind of full of myself there.
But yeah,
you weren't gonna do that with the Wiccan.
Yeah, look. I acknowledged I fucked up before anyone called me out. No, I'm like, it wasn't cool. Probably, yeah, remembering little things here and there.
By the way, the other person that I was telling you who gave me the info about the Molly taking down the video, they told me I can say their name. It was Twisted Fate.
Okay, alright, you know what? I even said earlier in the call, I have been probably unfair to Twisted Fate. There you go! There's your proof that Anthony can absolutely fuck up, and... Yeah.
Anthony, I kind of want to clear something out on behalf of Twist. Pastel admitted, when they broke up, she was being unreasonable and kind of, blowing things out of proportion back then with Twist. So...
Yeah, you know what? I picked a side. I played politics and shit, and fucking he was in the enemy camp, and I was on Pastel Prose's side, and yeah, sometimes I'm just as guilty of playing one of the boys, and I still consider Pastel Prose one of my boys, or girls, whatever you want to call it. One of my people. I, I would have thought of Pastel Prose as an ultra-violent version of fucking Brony Inspector.
Although Anthony, I will say that some of her more angry tendencies kind of rubbed off on me, so just a warning.
No, you know the story of how I met Pastel Prose, right?
Yes.
Yeah. She called me up while I was on the way to work screaming at me, and I'm like, damn, I gotta get this person in my crew. That was my immediate knee-jerk reaction. If I could have somebody like this yell people the fuck down, I'll be unstoppable, and for a hot minute I was.
But yeah, all of that is basically when I know of what Molly told me and what Wish was supporting her and all of that, which did not sit well with me at all. Oh.
Again, and it had been one thing if they decided for Fan and Frenzy when the thing flew through. It's a random stream. Okay, so you decide to have a temper tantrum. The video that they flagged down on the main channel was one that was exposing Toon. Or at least attempted to. That wasn't cool. No. That was they agreed with the message of that video. They wanted very much to have that fucking thumbnail up there, which it still is. I'd like to hear an explanation for that. And I don't want to hear I was just really mad. No, then you need to back away from this. If you can stop, which you would have to prove, it can all get better. Go back to fucking goddamn exposing predators. I know you have it in you. I know you're good at it. Go do some good things.
A lot of the things...
I'd love to be able to look back and see they turned it around.
Something else I kind of want to add is that this is back when me and Foxwell were still together.
Oh, I didn't even know. I just assumed you were. Sorry, I'm a cringy shipper. I believe it lasts forever. My mistake. Go ahead.
But yeah, this is when me and Foxwell were together, and apparently, like, Molly brought up to us that this is when she first, like, told us that she was keeping an eye on Toon and everything. She pulled us into a call with Wolfkeen, who was also backing her up. I don't know if he still is right now, but, basically...
Wait, when was that?
I have some stories about Wolfkeen if we're heading down that road. Boy.
I know you do. But, yeah, I think this was, like, 2 years ago. Yeah, me and Foxwell were together for 3, so yeah, this was 2 years ago.
Okay.
But yeah, like, basically what they told us is like, oh, Molly's gonna be keeping an eye on Toon, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea for you to do, Molly, and everything. And she's like, I just want to see if he's changed at all and everything. Nobody else has really given him a chance. And basically, me and Foxwell just sat there because, like, and tried to convince her out of it. And soon enough, like, in the same Skype call, we realized we're not going to be able to talk her out of this. So I just straight up said, okay, Molly, at this point, I'm going to have to keep my distance from you because I don't want anything to do with this. I don't want my name brought into this. I do not support this, but you are an adult. You make your own decisions, but don't be shocked when this gets out. You lose a lot of friends.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
You were both you've both made a very mature adult decision that I am proud of both people for making that call.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'll say this, and I was going to type this to Leo. I'm not going to go deep into private stuff, but let's just, again, things in real life, I know people like this don't change. And I have little ones, not me, but a niece and 2 nephews that I want to keep safe. Because they have come to take a liking to My Little Pony. So I want to keep them safe.
Yeah, and the same with my little sister, who she actually turned 11 recently. So,
So yeah, that's also why, because I couldn't imagine, like, people like Molly and who support that kind of stuff being at a convention or something like that. I really couldn't.
I'm trying to remember who was the person who told
conventions.
me. Was it Fabula who told us that he dressed up like Spider-Man and went to like a Comic-Con?
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, he went to Anime Central, I believe. I was the one who provided you guys that.
Yeah, I appreciate everything everyone's done, including you, Rouge, especially you. All information on the gentleman, and people till this day. BabsCon was interested when I mentioned the Molly thing in their chat, and they said that they were willing to hear. And when I passed along a message, I gave them Hateful Tate's video as well as the Toon Critic confession in regards to Molly being in the room. They did remove the message. They were very responsible and forthcoming about it. Molly, our objections are not in the minority. I'm not saying that I would be an open-minded person to hear you out at this point in time, but if you really absolutely cut ties and proved that you had stopped with that, perhaps someone else would be willing to. We'd object, but hey, you could always turn it around, but you're not going to do it from there to here.
Something really important I wanted to bring up, and I almost forgot. Twist of Fate told me something that may actually be a mass concern.
Okay.
Told me kind of worried about Fallen / Mariah Dragon being on the Everfree staff.
Well, it's not immediately a concern because all cons are immediately shut down. But when's Everfree coming up, Brony?
Everfree is in August.
Good question. Let me. It's should
August,
be. I think it got moved up to August or something.
No, it was always August. It's around the same time that BronyCon was around. It's like that week or the week after.
Yeah. Are you in touch with any of the Everfree boys, Brony?
Maybe.
Yeah, he just said kind of don't think it's going to do anything or.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Not one of the cons.
Yeah.
It's not one of the cons I'm super in with.
Yeah, but that's a big concern because if she's supporting Molly and Molly's supporting Toon, that's a big concern in my opinion.
Yeah, the Everfree is not one I'm. Yeah, they can kind of.
Well.
Yeah, they got some up there in old Washington.
Aaron, 1 second. Let me blank my screen and take a look. That one dude who's friends with Screwloose, is he in touch with them at all?
Possibly.
Let me check my messages because I sent him a thing over there.
Twist is doing a little bit of digging to get that as well.
Hey, are you in touch with anyone from Everfree?
Okay, Leo just posted this super chat. I don't know if you want to read it or.
Oh, here, yeah, I'll do it. Season, I will give you the benefit of the doubt that perhaps that you just don't quite know what Buttons has done, but if you see the video I do, you'll and still hang around, it will show a lack of character. There is the other thing here, Season, now that I have to bring it up there. There's the matter of the money that she wound up raising for someone else for medical concerns. I don't know what that was. Does anyone specifically know why the person medically needed that?
They never mentioned that to me. Like I said, they tried to kick me out of like
the
drama.
Okay, no, I got that too. But here's what I said: if I'd had still been around Buttons, it would have been this. I would have had to pay for it. That's it. I would not have abandoned them at the time. It would have been my responsibility, I guess, kind of, sort of, maybe. I guess I'm glad that's not my concern. But it's something that would have had to have been dealt with because someone put their faith and, hope that someone at their most vulnerable, weak spot, and she just pocketed the money. I don't know if she used it for drugs or what. But it's possible. Okay. I think she should definitely fucking make a response to that. It should be earnest. She should absolutely fucking try and get that money back now. I understand that jobs are not the easiest thing in the world to get right now. I understand that they've medically had some hang-ups, which some people have brought into question because of some possible uses. Now, whether that's fair or not, they can't just let that slide. That's something that has to be fixed before anything else.
I'll make sure to have a discussion with her about it after this. So.
Also, Season, Leo's telling you to contact him tonight if you can, and he put his Discord.
Okay, sure.
And if you need the Discord as well, and you can't get
it.
Yeah,
I see it. I see it.
Then I can give it to you. So.
But for the record, Buttons, I am well aware that while you were sitting here trying to play nice, that you were probably filing everything you possibly can. You're not fooling anyone for a second.
Right? No, just like I don't know. Just the whole part where she's like, "No, I was out of the loop on that." I'm like, I don't know. Yeah. Buttons is doing a zillion things at once, and no one knows what all of them are except her. So,
did Buttons specifically go up to the zoophile police and try and call Patch a predator or something like that? How'd that go? Yes?
I believe that's what she did. Yes.
So it started with Jazz. Jazz gave them Buttons info, and then Buttons gave them everything they had. Quote unquote.
Yes, but what was the accusations that Buttons specific? Oh yes,
Do you want the folder?
There was the pornography that was drawn for Pete, which I was told later on that they were aware of already. Can you just like rattle off? Did they actually accuse Patch of being a predator?
Who are you asking?
You or anyone? Does anyone specifically?
You have
remember?
The file, Rouge. Yeah.
Yes,
but...
Hold on, I'm looking through the screenshots now to get the complete word.
Blackmailing a minor, I believe, was one of the accusations that absolutely came out, which I don't believe is anything that Patch has ever done, other than maybe contact a minor's parents, which, considering how much of a zealous anti-predator hunter that Buttons used to be, I would have imagined that used to be a good thing, or is a good thing. I don't see why they would hold that against someone.
They accused them of releasing their mental illness, accused them of false accusations of them saying you raped them.
Which they totally did.
To say that they lied and consult them about the script.
Which, by the way, that was on their...
stalking and having my family doxxed. They drew bestiality porn.
That's what they said. They said that
Patches made it clear that...
And they said they regretted it and did it for money, so they did know what was going on, but still chose to put this out there.
Patches said that she's made this, or had the ZPD aware of their past.
Falsely accused someone of being a pedophile.
Groceries time.
What'd he say?
I don't know.
I think he said groceries time or something.
Oh, okay.
That's what I heard.
Yes.
Yeah, but basically, from what I remember, the accusations were like child abuse, the animal bestiality, blackmailing, stuff like that. I can't remember the full list of stuff, but I have Patchwork's.
Here's another question though. Well, when you know she had made a mistake, her first idea was to threaten, as opposed to fix the situation. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, no. They called you in a recording and posted it on both of their accounts, threatening you.
Okay, so. Oh, go ahead. I don't want to.
No, that's it. That's literally it.
So Twist did a little bit of digging. He said, I'm not seeing anything specific yet, so I'm taking it with a grain of salt that she's on staff, but trusting your words of fools, Aaron.
Well, let me look into this a little more.
One sec.
As for misuse of money, I don't have the child stuff because I think Lio has that. But here are two pictures. I think they sent them in reverse where they're asking for emergency money for an appointment, and then they're posting about spending money on a commission right after. It was March 10th, and they asked March 5th for money. Yep, I document everything.
If anyone can commission me so I can afford going to an appointment next week, I'd appreciate it. So this is
appointment with your drug dealer.
Crap, rain's falling.
That's really cute. I should use that for next. I have an appointment. I need $40 for an appointment. Jesus. Drugs. Well, Big Ray's, got some new shit I wanted to check. I got an appointment to keep here with Big Ray.
Next week you have like a new bong.
No, you just have more drugs.
Okay. Let's see if there's anything else.
Creepy has been hotel ship art. I'm getting a headache looking at it. Too much red.
Hey, guys, I actually got a dip. My grandma wants to FaceTime with me. She's been
All right.
quarantined by courtesy of my birth mom. So
Certainly, no problem. You have a wonderful time, Wiccan.
Take it easy.
There we go.
Yeah. Do you need screenshots of anything else?
I think that'll do for now. So yeah.
More if you want it. This I just noticed.
And believe it, when I say that my big hang up is the money, I'm not invalidating the concerns about the drugs. I'm also not invalidating the fact that they like to get people to shut up using every means possible. I'm saying just from my own personal perspective because I'm worn out on the topic.
There you go.
Yeah. No one blames you.
I'm fine with that money that they took.
Oh yeah,
holding over their
Sunburn
head
is
forever.
posting on Toon stuff. He went to his husbando, arms open.
Jesus
Got down
Christ.
on one knee and proposed.
Sunburn, he will never accept you. You're too much of a sped.
He's been with his current boyfriend, what, 2-3 years now?
Well, he wouldn't even make you a side hoe. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
No, I just thought of something. I don't want to take this as like truth, but I have a small theory of maybe why Molly went back to Toon.
Go ahead. I'd like to hear it.
I think Molly's in love with Toon.
I asked you if you thought this was a codependent thing.
I was about to say that's not a theory. That's a fact.
In their
Yeah,
video,
guys,
they talk about how they kept going back to him because they loved him and stuff.
You guys.
And then he had the
yes.
nerve to tell them that they wouldn't date them.
Yeah. It's,
After all those years and everything they had
It
done
very
for
well
him.
may be the case that I am Toon Critic Stalker.
You sounded
I
like
love
Dr.
him.
Mute, dude.
Yeah, no, I wanted to put it to you like this when you're like, I have a theory that he might love Toon Critic. That's like saying, I have a theory that John Panette loves food. I mean, yeah, duh. Let's see this shit. Glad you're okay. Yes, this is the same guy who wanted to fucking, said it was alright that he dated a 13-year-old when he was, 18. Yes. Jesus Christ. You embarrassing
I
little
like
man.
Meadow. Now that everyone hates him, he has no choice but to love me, quote Molly.
Yeah.
Of course.
And I don't know if you need anything else. If I gave you enough info and all of that.
No, I think we're definitely done. Yeah, we've been going for 2.5 hours.
It's like 2 hours, 30 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
crazy,
just hit 2.5.
stream. Yep. All right, and
Good stream, boys.
I'll see you guys at the courthouse.